It's the beginning of a new chapter for the Lakeshore Canadiens Junior C Hockey Club, of course, formerly the Bell River Canadiens Hockey Club. A brand new building, the Rock Development Center, is being unveiled this evening. Game one in the new building for the Lakeshore Canadiens. Good evening, everybody. My name is Dominic Papa. Welcome to this special sports presentation here on we-tv.ca. Glad to have you along for the ride. A great night unfolding here of Junior C hockey on WeTV as the Lakeshore Canadiens are set to do battle with their longtime rival, another great organization as far as the Great Lakes Junior C loop goes. The Essex 73's in town to take on the Canadiens. Both these teams have played one game so far this year. The Essex 73's were defeated this past Tuesday night in their home opener. They lose 3-2 in a shootout over against the Amherstburg Admirals, I should say. And the Lakeshore Canadiens were successful in their first outing on the road. They took on Amherstburg, and they win that game 7-3. So Rob Service and the gang hoping to repeat that here this evening in their new building. Again, a great night unfolding. A lot of work, preparation has been put into this night. A lot of special people here, a lot of dignitaries. So with that said, we're going to go right down to ice level for the opening ceremonies, and let's see who's in the house tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Rock Development Arena, part of Lakeshore's new Atlas Tube Center, the new home of your Lakeshore Canadiens. When the Junior B Bell River Bulldogs folded the franchise, it left a void for junior hockey in Bell River. Doug Emery was the driving force in getting the Junior C Canadiens franchise started. Doug, along with Vic St. Pierre and Bob Wilkins, had the first executive meeting in February of 1978. They quickly put a board of directors together, and the board approached the Great Lakes Junior C League and were granted a franchise for their first season, the 1978-79 season. First-year head coach Jim Snively and Jean-Marc Trepanier took over as head coach midway through the first year. The first goal in Canadiens history was scored by Randy Kaharski. In the first 5 years, the Bell River Canadiens showed steady progress each year, and in 82-83 finished third in the league with a record of 23-9-7. Off the ice, in those early years, team finances were raised by selling baked goods to local parishioners coming out of church on Sundays. While the men may have served on the executive board, it was definitely the women that raised the money that allowed the Canadiens to survive in those early years. Each member of the executive, when joining the board, also contributed $100 of their own money towards the team. For many years, bingo revenue and local sponsors were a huge contribution to the team's budget. The executive members purchased an old bus from Stevenson's Bus Line for $10,000 and painted it blue for the Canadiens to travel to road games. Back on the ice after those first 5 years, the Canadiens have finished first or second in the regular season in 24 of the last 31 years, including 14 times finishing in first place. During those years, the Canadiens won the league championship 13 times and the Clarence Schmaltz Cup trophy as All-Ontario champions 4 times. And now we're going to welcome back some of the championship alumni in our parade of champions. In 1984-85, Hockey Hall of Famer Marcel Pronovost was hired by the Canadiens as their 4th head coach in team history. He guided the Canadiens to first place in the regular season in the Great Lakes League for the first time with a record of 27-9-4. This was also the first Great Lakes championship, and the Canadiens went on in only their 7th year of existence to win their first Schmaltz Cup championship, defeating the Midland Centennials in the finals 4-1. Marcel Pronovost's compensation that year for winning the first league and All-Ontario championship was a bushel of apples. Accompanying the Great Lakes Championship banner and the Schmaltz Cup banner, please welcome back Jean-Marc Trepanier and Richard St. Pierre. In 1988-89, Greg Primack was hired by the Canadiens as general manager and head coach. The Canadiens finished first in the regular season with a record of 36-2. The Canadiens had a successful playoff run and won their second Great Lakes League championship. Please welcome back Bob Chauvin. In 1989-90, the Habs finished first in the regular season. The Canadiens won their third league championship. That season, they lost in the Schmaltz Cup finals in 7 games to the Orangeville Crushers. Carrying the Great Lakes banner, please welcome back Kathy St. Pierre. In 1990-91, the Canadiens finished first in the regular season for the third straight year and won their third consecutive league title that spring. Carrying the Great Lakes banner, welcome back Harm Chauvin. In 1991-92, the Canadiens finished first in the regular season under Greg Primack and won their 4th consecutive league championship and 5th overall in team history. The team went on to win their second Schmaltz Cup championship, beating the Stainer Siskins 4-2 in the finals. Welcome back with the All-Ontario banner, Greg Primack, and the Great Lakes banner, Gabe Rosati. In the summer of 1992, Kevin Hamlin was hired as general manager and head coach. In Hamlin's second season, 1993-94, the Canadiens finished first for the 5th time in 6 seasons. That spring, they went on to win their 5th league championship in 6 years and won the Canadiens' 3rd Schmaltz Cup championship and their 2nd in 3 years, defeating the Rockton Real McCoys 4-0 in the finals. Let's welcome back Kevin Hamlin and Al Kushwa. In 1994-95, the Canadiens finished first in the regular season for the 6th time in 7 seasons. They went on to win their 6th league championship in 7 years, cementing their reputation as a true league dynasty with their 7th overall championship in team history. They went on to win the Canadiens' 4th Schmaltz Cup championship, including the 3rd in the past 4 years, defeating the Bowmanville Eagles in 4 straight games, establishing themselves as a Junior C dynasty in Ontario. As head coach, it was Kevin Hamlin's 2nd consecutive All-Ontario championship. Welcome back, Paul DeRoche and Bill Kaza. In 1995-96, the Habs finished first in the regular season and went on to win the league championship for the 7th time in 8 years and 8th in team history. Carrying the Great Lakes banner, welcome back, Charlene Quinlan. In 1996-97, the Canadiens finished first in the regular season for the 4th straight year. The Habs went on to win their 8th league championship in 9 years and their 9th overall. They advanced to the Schmaltz Cup final that year, losing to the Glanbrook Rangers 4-2. This was Kevin Hamlin's final season with the Canadiens, as he finished up with 4 league championships in 5 years and 2 All-Ontario titles. Welcome back, carrying the Great Lakes banner, B. DeRoche. Barry McDonald joined the Canadiens for the start of the 99-2000 campaign as general manager and head coach. The Habs finished first in the regular season for the 7th straight season and 11th time in 12 years. They went on to win the league championship for the 10th time. They went on as far as the Schmaltz Cup finals that year, losing to the Lakefield Chiefs 4-2. Carrying the Great Lakes banner, let's give a warm welcome to James Smith. The 2000-2001 season they finished first in the Great Lakes League for the 8th straight season. They went on that spring to win their 11th overall league championship and 10th in 13 years. Truly a remarkable run by any standard. They once again advanced to the Schmaltz Cup finals, where they dropped the provincial championship to the Chippewa Riverhawks in 5 games. With the Great Lakes banner, welcome Joyce Smith. By the start of the 2003 season, Greg McDonough joined the executive, and then as owner brought a much-needed financial cash infusion to the Canadiens. Greg also served as general manager and head coach to help bring the Canadiens back to their winning ways. Mark Sigan was hired as general manager and head coach for the start of the 05-06 season and coached until December 2013. Under Sigan, the 2009-10 edition of the team finished first overall in the regular season for the 14th time in team history with a record of 31-7-0-2. The team went on to win the Great Lakes Championship that season for the 12th time. They advanced to the Schmaltz Cup finals for the 9th time in team history against the Alliston Hornets and lost in the finals 4-2. Carrying the Great Lakes banner, welcome back Greg McDonough. In 2010-11, the Canadiens repeated as Great Lakes champions, winning the league title for the 13th time in 23 seasons. Almost a quarter century of league dominance. Please welcome back, carrying the Great Lakes banner, Rose McDonough. In the summer of 2012, Greg sold the Canadiens to Cipher Systems. Stephen Savage, John Savage, and Brian Schwab added the Canadiens to the hockey side of their business with the Junior B LaSalle Vipers and the OHL Windsor Spitfires. Lastly, we'd like to welcome the fans to our beautiful new Rock Development Arena. We are hoping that this will be a difficult place for opponents to play in. It is not only the players that have a role in making this happen, you fans do too. That is why we'll be asking you to rock the rock for all home games. Drop the banners, everybody. Tonight's on-ice officials, the linesmen are Kyle Flood and Jason McFadden. Refereeing tonight's contest is Jake Morissette. The biggest rivalry in Junior C hockey is the Canadiens versus the Essex 73's. The 73's are also a storied Junior C franchise holding the most Great Lakes and Schmaltz Cup titles. So now let's meet these two great teams. Tonight's opposition, the Essex 73's. Number 1, Colin Lozo. Number 38, Noah Hedrick. Number 2, Matthew Rosati. Number 3, Adam Galerin. Number 4, Nick Mainella. Number 8, Michael Popple. Number 9, William Statter. Number 10, Matt Zolko. Number 12, Jordan Ryan. Number 14, Anthony Cristofaro. Number 15, Eric Shaw. Number 16, Tyler Scott. Number 17, Matthew Ebert. Number 19, Scott Bromley. Number 20, Mark McPherson. Number 21, Pat Cafaro. Number 24, Daniel Slipchuk. Number 20.
So the festivities are done now. A nice on-ice presentation depicting the history of the Belle River Canadiens, now named the Lakeshore Canadiens. Player introductions are going. We're going to take a timeout here at the Rock Development Center. When we come back, we'll have the opening face-off and the call. Bill Kelso and Greg Primack bringing you all the action. You're watching Great Lakes Junior C Hockey on we-tv.ca.
Adding new products or services to your brochure? Updating those drab business cards? or looking to create a striking window display? In need of some screen-printed signs for that construction site or promotional campaign? Posters, vehicle wraps, and a whole lot more. At Angel Star Digital, our expert design and production team are ready to meet all your promotional needs. For samples of our work, check out our website at www.angelstardigital.com, or you can call us at 519-969-0712. That's 519-969-0712.
Great. My car's blocked in.
I got this. I think the parking brake is on. Geez, what's in this thing? Rocks?
Take one empty field, round up a group of players, add 3 bases, plus 1 home plate, throw in a softball, and add an umpire. Play ball! It's not hard to get a game of softball going, and to keep it going from the time you're 4 till you're 84. Softball. Get in the game.
Good evening, sir. Where are you coming from?
I was just at a buddy's watching a game.
Have you consumed any alcohol tonight?
I had a couple beers.
Thanks. Can I ask you to step out of the vehicle, please?
How many drinks does it take to impair your ability to drive safely? Having even just a few casual drinks can impair your driving ability to the point that you could lose your license for at least 3 days or more.
Hi, honey. Can you come pick me up?
Play it safe with alcohol. If you plan on drinking, don't plan on driving.
The first kiss. She's thinking about a million things, like should I lean in or let him? Do I close my eyes or open them? But for him, he's only thinking about one thing. Did she have peanut butter for lunch?
One out of 7 children across Canada are at risk of going to school on an empty stomach. That's why Breakfast Club of Canada provides a healthy breakfast to school kids nationwide every day, which can help to build a bright future for Canada's children. But there are still many more children who need our help. So please help us provide breakfast to the children who need it. Donate now on our new giving platform, ICanGoWithout.com, and visit breakfastclubcanada.org for more information.
Rachel, I never realized that your mother suffered from lupus.
Yeah, it is a chronic disease, and I've seen my mom go through long-term remissions, and then I've seen her almost die. So I really hope they can find a cure so other people don't have to go through this.
There are more than 50,000 Canadians living with lupus, and this number increases each year. To learn more about lupus and how you can help, go to lupuscanada.org.
Welcome back to the Lakeshore Arena, the Rock Development Center. The first game in the new arena for the Lakeshore Canadiens as they host the Essex 73's. Dominic Papa along with the entire We-TV, we-TV.ca crew here this evening, bringing you all the action live. The Essex 73's and the Lakeshore Canadiens have been introduced. Now we're getting a ceremonial face-off. That's Mayor Tom Bain, and also one of the co-owners of the Lakeshore Canadiens, Mr. John Savage, taking care of those duties. A nice presentation depicting the history of the Belle River Canadiens, now of course renamed the Lakeshore Canadiens a little bit earlier on. And in just a couple of minutes, we'll have live Great Lakes Junior C hockey action here on we-tv.ca. Bill Kelso and Greg Primack will be bringing you all the action and the call. And certainly we're honored and pleased to be here on this very special evening out in Lakeshore, Ontario, and doing what we love, broadcasting hockey. So a great night unfolding. Two great organizations to open this new building. They've got a nice crowd on hand here this evening, and a lot of the folks in the Emeryville, Lakeshore, Belle River, Windsor area getting a first look at the new building. Right now, it's time for the playing of our national anthem. So the national anthem is out of the way, and we'll let the players loosen up a little bit more. And of course, the many dignitaries that are here tonight filing off the ice. And like I said, in a couple of minutes, we should have Great Lakes Junior C hockey action for you here on we-tv.ca. Of course, calling the game here tonight, the longtime play-by-play man in the Windsor, Essex County area, the best voice in hockey, that's for sure. Mr. Bill Kelso joins us on our broadcast, and welcome to the broadcast tonight, Bill, and certainly we look forward to your great work as we always did, and pretty exciting night here to be part of an opening building like this.
Absolutely. This is a pleasure and a joy, certainly, and we're looking for some good things here this evening. Two storied franchises going at it, and this should be a beauty. Yeah, I mean, these two teams have done a lot of winning over the years, that's for sure, and I look at them as like model organizations at this level of hockey. If you're going to run a junior C team, you want to run it like Lakeshore, you want to run it like Essex. They've got tremendous hockey people involved. They got tremendous support staff outside of the hockey part of it. These guys just do it right, and that's why you always hear about Essex and Lakeshore in the running every year at the Great Lakes Junior C level. These two teams are getting set and ready to go. The goalkeepers are Noah Hedrick, our starting goalies, yes, Bill, and our officials. Jake Morris set as a referee, and Kyle Flood and Jay McFadden will work the lines. In goal for the 73's, the visiting 73's, will be Noah Hedrick. It's his first start of the season. And for the Belle River Canadiens, number 35, John Jeffries. He has one win underneath his belt already. He is 1-0, allowed 3 goals in a 7-3 win over Amherstburg the other night. So this game just about getting ready to get underway. Two teams are lined up at center ice. Greg Primack will be up here. He was part of the festivities here this evening, Bill, so he'll be up working the color for you, and I'm going to go and get settled into my spot and take some notes and have fun watching this game tonight. Canale against Cristoforo, and we're underway nicely here at the new arena here in Lakeshore at the Rock Arena. Inside the zone it goes. Logan Percy up against the wall. Fights for it there with 16. That was Tyler Scott. Centering pass in front comes between the two defensemen. It rolls all the way out and down the ice. Scampering back after it is Mark McPherson for Essex. McPherson being bothered there by J.J. Percy. Centering pass in front. Failed to click, and it's now Percy in the corner on the far side. Percy coming out back to the line to Sartor with a drive. Score! Sartor scores 38 seconds in, and the Canadiens get the Building's first goal. It's 1-0 for Lakeshore. Greg Primack, welcome to the broadcast.
Just made it up here from the ice, Bill, and what timing for Bell River getting that first goal. 38 seconds into the game.
I think Sartor will get it.
Yeah, he's an Amherstburg kid that's out here playing this year. Just watching the replay, shot from the point, and it was deflected in front.
38 seconds, the time of the goal, and Lakeshore jumps into a quick 1-0 lead. Now coming through center, that was Shaw, cut off, and the Canadiens up across the line, and the pass fails to click there for McDougall here on the wing. Long lead pass for Pereira, failed to click. Back after it for the 73's is Manila. Draft pick of the Sioux Greyhounds. He'll swing it across to Rosati. Up on the wing, good collision there. Two bodies go down, that was McDougall. For the Canadiens, it's back to DeFetti, he couldn't keep it in. Noah DeFetti. Now for Carroll. Brad Carroll will bump it inside the zone, changes coming for the Canadiens. Back after it is Manila. Nick Manila for Ryan at pass at center. Bedard missed a hit, knocked off stride, and the 73's get it through center. Now turning is Bedard. He'll back it up for Kolick. Kolick up on the wing. It goes to Gorin. Nick Gorin across the line with Bedard. Far side it goes. Threw a pretty good hit on the far side as he nailed Zelko. And the 73's have it here near the center ice area. Bodies congregating here at the boards. We'll get you in a second there, Greg. On the defense, on the open wing. Played up across the line, and backing up is Kolick. Now for Bedard. Couldn't get anywhere, and the 73's will back it up. This is Zelko. Pass failed to hook up there with Cafaro, and it's inside the zone. 18 is Kolick. He's bowled over. It's in back of the goal for Manila. Near side, the Canadiens can't get it out. Manila couldn't control it. And Goodchild. And the Canadiens up across the line, and turning is Percy. Essex regrouping. This is Guerin. Up on the wing, Canale steals it for Lakeshore, and will dump it inside the zone. Pretty good pace of this game, Greg.
Great pace to start off. A little nervous energy by both teams, but that'll settle down shortly, I'm sure.
At the line, there's a blast by Colin Sartor, and that was blocked there by Hedrick. Sartor with the game's first goal. That went right through the crease. Here's Sartor again, keeping it across for Canale. Rolled wide of the goal. Going after it is Corp. Hunter Corp in back of the goal. Had 2 points the other night. Tried to get a shot to the goal. He's checked on the play, and racing away is Popple. Make that Statter. William Statter dumped by Sartor. Canadiens will have it. Sartor with a long lead pass and a good one for Corp. Up across the line, drop pass for Canale with a shot, and getting it up high is Hedrick. He's going to hold on with no further play with 16-17 remaining here in this opening session.
Well, we had about 3 minutes without a whistle, so it's a great start to the game. And one thing you'll find, Bill, Essex has a big turnover of bodies this year. I think they've got 10 or 12 new players. So Bell River got an early jump on them, and you'll see Essex settle down, I'm sure.
At the line, a shot was blocked, and out come the 73's. A play at center. Hebert couldn't get it. Scampering after it is DeFetti. In the corner. Up along the boards, knocked away by Long. Here on the near side, DeFetti for Toffolieri, and he couldn't get it. Toffolieri. Good hit along the boards. Nice seal off there by Michael Long. Then he hard hit, and there's going to be a penalty on the play. That was Percy who got nailed. Essex going to the penalty box, and then we get another rough hit along the boards.
Well, I don't know if you'll see it checking from behind, but at this level, they have a tendency to be a little more stringent on those penalty calls, so we'll see what the call is.
Going to the box is 19.
Got him for
That's the captain,
so.
Bromley.
Yeah, Scotty's been with the team for a while. He was a lot of injuries last year, so he's back healthy, and he's going to be a key player for Essex. But that's his role, a big, strong kid, and taking the body, but a little overzealous on that one.
So at 4:17, the Canadiens go to the power play here in this first period. They lead 1-0. Kolek at the line, keeps it here at the point. Kept inside the zone along the near boards. Now it comes out through center. Racing away is 12. That's Jordan Ryan. It's going to roll to Jeffries. He's going to cover up and hold on, and we're 17 seconds into the power play for the Lakeshore Canadiens.
And John Jeffries, a player Mark picked up this year from Toronto area, I believe it was.
Had a tryout with the Windsor Spitfires. Yep. Actually played an exhibition game against the Whalers back about 2 weeks ago, actually tomorrow.
Yeah.
And he got into one game. So good-looking goaltender.
Yeah.
In fact, the Spitfire camp,
they have
he played
that
very well.
affiliation, which really helps with the Spitfire connection.
Looked really good at the Spitfire camp too, Greg. Big goalie, 6'2", 190, played in Blythe, or the Blythe Academy.
Yeah, I saw that game when he played. He was very good.
Here's Percy, Logan Percy, stopped at center, racing away is Pereira, and he was checked on the play by Canale. Kolek there as well. Make that Sartor. Sartor couldn't get it, now he does. Tripped up on the play, and out they come. This is Gorin. Make that Percy. Percy across the line is belted, and down he goes as he was hit hard. Pretty good hit there administered by the 73's. Here's Percy. J.J. Percy is knocked off stride there by Guerin, or make that Rosati. On the far side with 54 seconds left on the penalty, it comes back to the line. Rolling inside the zone, now goes to the corner. After it is Manila. Nick Manila taken to the boards. 73's lose the puck, kept in by Percy. Now for Canale. Canale on the backhand. Nice block by the 73's, and out they come. On a Lone Ranger rush is 15. That is Eric Shun. He'll dump it inside the zone. Played by Jeffries over to Logan Percy. Percy far side. Now skating to center. Goodchild couldn't go anywhere. Shaw dumps it inside the zone. Less than 20 seconds left in the Essex penalty to Bromley. We played just over 6 minutes. Nice move through center as Carroll. Carroll up across the line, gets it back from Goodchild. Try to center, and he's checked on the play, and it rolls out the center. And racing away is Jordan Ryan. Ryan with a wrist shot blocked at the defense. Rather nicely there by Dylan Kolek. Essex plays it inside the zone. Easy stop there for Jeffries. Kolek, outlet feed on the wing for 22 Crudwell, and he just gets it out the center. Backing it up is Guerin. Gets it back from Zelko. Played up here on the left wing. Long shot steered away easily off the stick of Popple by Jeffries, and out come the Canadiens. Long lead pass by Carroll. Goodchild couldn't continue, or rather Crudwell could not contain it. And Zelko now with a pass at center. Off a leg, and it goes to 27 McIntyre. Flipping it inside the zone. 14 racing after this Defity. Out come the Canadiens through center with some speed across the line is Sartor. Sartor shoots! Good stop by Hedrick. Rebound gets to the 73's, and we had a whistle on the play. Hand pass, I think.
There. Net knocked off the moorings down there.
Okay, that was dislodged, as they say.
Dislodged. Yeah, just one thing about Sebastian Canale, the captain of Bell River. He came over last year from Wheatley Sharks in a trade, and I'll be very surprised if he's not one of the top 10 scorers in this league. Very, very gifted hockey player, big and strong, so he'll be a catalyst for this team.
First game, 2 goals and an assist against Amherstburg, your former team, so he did play pretty well.
Oh, he's a player.
Essex now coming to center. Long shot, ouch, off a leg. Now inside the zone to the goal. Great stop there. Let's see, will we have a penalty shot? No, it's going to be a hook. 24 was Slipchuk who got hooked. And the Canadiens are going to the box, so we'll look at Essex first power play of the night. But Slipchuk was in cold.
That's Mitch DeFade going off, and Slipchuk's got a lot of speed. He's a small player. He's played here for a couple of years after a year junior B in LaSalle. Very gifted player, and obviously he couldn't handle the speed and had to take the penalty.
Ebert's on the ice for Essex, played to the line and out. Rosati couldn't keep it in, and here is Manila. Passing through center, up across the line for Hebert. Took a bump from Percy, and it rolls out and down the ice, and 15 seconds into the penalty. We have a little more than 12 minutes left in this opening period. 1-0 Lakeshore here at the Rock Arena. In Lakeshore, a beautiful new facility as the 73's have trouble getting out. Leading the rush is Manila. Nice move across the line. Here's a shot. Good glove save there by Jeffrey off the stick of Manila. Like I said, the draft pick of the Sioux Greyhounds.
got the glove up there nice and quick and kept it out of there.
Big body goaltender Jeffries.
Your prototypical goalie nowadays.
Out come the 73's at center, McPherson. Slipped inside the zone by Cristofaro. Canadians get it along the boards. It's chopped out through center. Racing after on the forecheck is J.J. Percy. He'll back up. And we have 11:30 to play here in the period. 50 seconds left in the penalty to defend. Inside the zone, the 73's try to regroup, and this is McPherson. Taken to the boards by Percy. Stolen by Percy, gets it back to the line, kept inside by Kolek. Good penalty kill so far for Lakeshore. On the boards, Manila passing through center for Cristofaro. Up across the line, it goes to Statter. William Statter, nice move, but checked on the plane. It's backhanded out and down the ice, courtesy Brad Carroll, who is the only player in this game, Greg, who has played an OHL regular season game between the two teams. One game last year for the Spitfires,
Yes,
opening night.
I remember that game.
Played up along the boards by the Canadians. 4 seconds left in the penalty. At the defense, the Canadians will play it. And it's flipped through center and out and down the ice. Icing is waved off. Canadians back to full strength. 10:25 to play in the period. 1-0's our score. 73's come to center. It's dumped in by Pereira. Sartor took a pretty good bump. 73's were offside. Now they clear. And here's Colin Sartor, the game's goal scorer. Backs it on the defense to Long. Long up on the wing it goes. Trudwell. A pass now for Carroll. Carroll up across the line. Checked nicely at the defense there by 3. That was Adam Garian. And now with 9:50 to play here in the period, a whistle on the play.
Well, for our viewers that don't know Rob Service, the coach of the Lakeshore Canadiens, I got to get used to saying that.
You and me both.
Yeah, he played over in Europe for a while, came back, took over the midget program in Windsor, and then halfway through the year he came to Bell River and did a great job beating us in the first round of the playoffs in Game 7.
Good coach.
Very good coach. Very good coach.
Rolled out and down the ice by the 73's. Icing charge coming here. And we're under 10 minutes left in this opening period here in Lakeshore. And Greg, a beautiful facility.
Oh, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's long overdue. I go back into the late 80s when we were playing at the old arena and had a lot of character. But, I mean, just times change. You need the newer facilities, and they've done a beautiful job here.
On the boards is Corp in the corner. Back of the goal for Bedard. Couldn't control it. Rosati for Essex. Took a pretty good bump from Bedard. Out come the 73's through center. Poke checking. There was Long. 73's are offside. They'll clear, and out come the Canadians. 13, that is Corp. Up across the line for Bedard. Now to Corp. In front is, or was McDougall, but he didn't get it. Canadians fight for it in the corner. Now here's Bedard. To Corp. Corp, stick handling back of the goal. Centering pass was blocked by Hedrick. He's going to hold on with 8:58 to play here in this opening session.
Nice little cycle down low between Corp and Bedard, give and go, and they were able to come out and get a shot. Hendricks, he played for the Windsor Midgets last year. A very good goalie, a very big, strong kid like Jeffries, the same type of goaltender. It'd be interesting to see how he can handle his rebounds. He's had a little tough couple first shots, but again, first game in junior C, so.
First face-off was to the left. Good stop there off the stick of J.J. Percy. Essex coming to center. Dumped across the line. A 3-on-1 break develops. Up across the line is 24. That's Slipchuk. Slipchuk having trouble controlling it. Canadians fight for it in the corner. Played by Percy. This is Tavuleri. Tavuleri lost it to Slipchuk. In the slot, deflected on the shot there by Hebert. Out come the Canadians. Checked on the play was Canali. Good play. 73 centering pass in front was knocked away. Canali couldn't get out, kept inside the zone. A shot was blocked at the defense. Percy can't get out. But here comes the other Percy. Logan Percy will just dump it down the ice. Changes coming for the Canadians with 8:10 to play in the period. A long lead pass at center. Hooks up there for 16. That's Tyler Scott. Scott to an open wing, and pouncing on the puck is Long. Long off the boards. Canali Stick handling at center. 2-on-1 develops up across the line. Here's Canale looking for Tavialeri. Couldn't control it. Took his man to the boards. Spun out in front, but it's gobbled up there by Manila. Outlet feed on the wing for Statter. Statter up across the line. He's shifty, but checked nicely on the play by 14 to Fed. Out come the Canadiens. Canale missed a hit from Manila. Manila went barging into the boards, and we get a whistle on the play. It's icing. With 7:33 to play here in the period.
William Statter is going to be a very, very efficient player in this league. He played high school hockey last year and lit up the high school hockey.
And they're expecting him to score,
and
Greg.
He is going to. In the exhibition, he put a bunch of pucks in the net. So small in stature, but definitely a very, very skilled hockey player.
He'll get the job done for Essex, that's for sure. In the slot, Manila was deflected wide off the leg of Long. Manila 6'5", 270. Man, oh man, that's big. Up across the line and up back at the boards. A shot by Zelko goes wide. Sartor couldn't get it out. Played by Long, now to Sartor. Steven Sartor. Sartor skating across the line here on the right wing. A shot. Easy stop for Hedrick. Hebert with a pass at center, and it's cut off there by Kolek, and he'll dump it inside the zone with 6:55 to play in this opening period. 1-0 Lakeshore Canadiens. Sartor with a check on the boards. Played back for Zelko. Outlet feed, it goes to Pereira. Slapped inside the zone by Jordan Ryan. Played by Jeffries around the boards. Off the leg and out come the Canadiens. 15 away is McDougall. On the wing, a long shot. Easy stuff for Hedrick. He's going to hold on. We get some shoving inside the zone, albeit briefly, with 6:28 to play in the period.
Liam McDougall, another player from that Windsor Midget AAA team last year, and his brother.
Some good players
actually,
down there.
Yeah, they had a strong club last year, but Liam's brother Cameron's playing for Bell River this year, defenseman. He actually played AKO football last year and decided he'd like to play one more year competitive hockey, so he's going to bring that football.
We've got three sets of brothers on this team
yes,
here in Lakeshore. The Sartors, the McDougalls, and the Garans.
Yeah.
Well, it makes my job somewhat easier. And the slot, there's a blast by Bedard and went off a leg wide. And it's flipped off the boards out to center. Played by O'Brien. Turning at center is McIntyre, and inside the zone it goes. Here's O'Brien, the big defenseman. Bedard couldn't get anywhere. Now O'Brien will bring it up ice 3-on-2. Across the line for Carroll, had trouble controlling it. And turning is Manila. Got rid of it to center. Wristed in by Kolek on a delay. And Essex will regroup with 5:45 to go in the period. Manila backs it up for Rosati. On the wing it goes. Vieira far side checked on the play. Should say Lakeshore with some pressure. Logan Percy from the line went off a leg. It was a teammate. It was 16 Bedard. Sartor at center, the game's lone goal scorer. Brings it across the line and dumps it off the boards. Played by Essex on the far side. Now in the slot, here's Canale. Canale checked on the play, got it back again. Slipchuk there with them. And Slipchuk is away for Essex. Outlet feed at center for 16. That's Scott. Scott with a wrist shot towards the goal. Easy stop for Jeffrey. Centering pass in the slot, and that goes wide off the stick of McPherson. McPherson tried to get it back again, but the good intercept there by Goodchild, and it comes out the center. Dumped back in by Essex. And the Canadiens will regroup with 4:45 left in this fast-moving first period. We've had 2 penalties in this one, and it's 1-0 Lakeshore, and the goal by Sartor 38 seconds in. Stolen in the slot, a shot to the goal may have grazed the post off the stick of Goodchild, and the 73's will come out the center. Cut off at center ice was Scott, hit along the boards, and then nice hit there by Goodchild to knock his man down. That was Matthew Hebert. Jeffrey will steer it for Michael Long. Long regroups with 4:10 to play in the period. Coming out for Lakeshore. Played through center. Negotiating his way across the line is Percy, J.J. Percy. Taken to the boards. Now he'll fight for it. They're there along with Tavialeri, but he couldn't get anywhere. Kept inside the zone. Here's Percy on the backhand off the leg, and it's Manila. Couldn't control it. Shot by Long, just went wide. Kept in by Lakeshore. There's going to be a penalty on the play. It's going to go to Essex. Finally, they get possession and a whistle on the play. 19 is going to get the penalty, I think. I think high sticking. Let's see.
Yeah, that's Scott Bromley's second of the game. One thing I'm a little surprised at with Essex, they've got Dan Manella, number 28, playing up front. I know last year, and even in the Spitfire training camp, he was a defenseman. So maybe they're carrying a few extra D-man, and they had to move him up front today.
Well, he is certainly an imposing figure out there. No doubt about that.
He is that. We'll get a look at Bell River's power play. They've got a very solid power play last year.
Second power play of the night for Bell River, or Lakeshore, if you will. So it's the Lakeshore Canadiens. It's going to take a while to get used to that name.
I'll have to tell you the story why they changed their logo. I don't know if you knew that story.
No, I don't. We'll have to see what happened there as it comes out through center and out and down the ice. Maybe it has something to do with Montreal. I don't know.
It does.
Oh, look at that. See? Canadiens now regroup. 30 seconds into the power play. Kolek, errant pass at center. They fight for it along the boards, and it's finally cleared back inside the zone, and regrouping is O'Brien. 2:50 to play in the period. 22 is Crunwell. Stick handling across the line. Here's Crunwell with McDougall. Pulls up along the boards, back to the point to Kolek. Kolek for Crunwell, couldn't control it, and it is poked out down the ice. A good work there by Guyerin. Passing at center, cut off by Carroll for Lakeshore. The former LaSalle Viper dumps it across the line. He's held up on the play by Rosati, and it comes back out to center. Sartor backs it up for Percy. Long lead pass and a good one for Crunwell at center, and he turns. Up across the line for Canale with McDougall. Canale, nice move on Rosati. Centering pass is batted wide off the stick of McDougall. Canale tried to get it back to the point, now controls it, and it comes out to center. Sebastian Canale, nice check on the play, is looking for it was Jordan Ryan. Stolen there by Rosati. Rosati up across the line against his numerical counterpart Sartor, and he seals him off nicely. Good play by Sartor with 10 seconds left, excuse me, in the Lakeshore power play. Essex to the line, kept in by Sartor for Canale. Back of the goal it goes. Manila for Slipchuk. Slipchuk up along the boards. Canale goes looking for a loose puck, couldn't get it. It's flipped high and wide of the goal. 1:20 to play here in this opening period. Long a lead pass on the far side for Slipchuk. He'll just slip it inside the zone, and regrouping are the Canadiens. Sartor. Sartor with 1 minute to play in the period. Long pass up across the line for Percy, and he fired it wide. J.J. Percy goes after it. Up along the boards it comes, and Vieira, now the center, just got rid of it. Michael Long turning his Canale with 40 seconds to play in the period. Canale from center will fire it inside the zone. On the far side is Sartor. Back of the goal. Twisting and turning is Gorin. Nick Gorin going around the other way. Squeezed out there nicely by Statter. 22 seconds to play in the period, and it's wristed in by Vieira wide of the Lakeshore goal. On the far side, bumping there is Long. 15 seconds to play in the period. Statter fights there. There's Long engaged there. A shot to the goal. Easy stop for Jeffries, and he's going to plop on top of it. With under 10 seconds left to play in this opening session, 1-0, fast-paced period.
Very good pace.
Lakeshore.
Very good pace. I think Bell River's probably had a little edge in the shots on goal. We haven't got an official count yet, but Essex is going to pull their goalie with 3.2 seconds left in the period. Early in the season, doesn't, not that big of a risk. It's not like there's a playoff spot on the line.
This is true. 6 attackers, 3.2 seconds left on the official clock. Played by Bell River and O'Brien. We get a whistle on the play. The period and the buzzer goes. And that is the end of this first period with our score. The Lakeshore Canadiens 1. The Essex 73's 0. at the end of this first period. Greg, a quick comment on this first period.
Well, I think it's a lot like you can expect in the first game. Both power plays, they really haven't had time to put a lot of time and practice on their power plays. I don't think Bell River played an exhibition game. I think they went right into their first game against Amherstburg, where Essex played, I think, 4 exhibition
and Essex
games.
lost their game in overtime to Amherstburg 3-2.
Yeah, Bell River beat Amherstburg 7-3.
Amherstburg 7-3 in the first game, so
I
maybe
mean,
you don't need the practice, who knows?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's overrated exhibition games, but it gives you a chance to get some of the players that you want to look at even
the
for
structure,
the future.
the systems.
Absolutely.
Sure. So that's our score. We'll be pausing for a break. It's 1-0 Lakeshore here at the Rock Arena. Bill Kelso and Greg Premack will be back right after these words.
Adding new products or services to your brochure? Updating those drab business cards? Or looking to create a striking window display? In need of some screen-printed signs for that construction site or promotional campaign? Posters, vehicle wraps, and a whole lot more. At Angel Star Digital, our expert design and production team are ready to meet all your promotional needs. For samples of our work, check out our website at www.angelstardigital.com. Or you can call us at 519-969-0712. That's 519-969-0712.
Development Center here in Lakeshore, Ontario. One period complete between the Lakeshore Canadiens and the Essex 73's. We continue on with our first intermission of Great Lakes Junior C hockey here on we-tv.ca. Dominic Papa bringing you the first intermission. We're very pleased to be joined by one of the co-owners of the Lakeshore Hockey Club. No stranger to hockey circles in Windsor and Essex County. He's part of 3 hockey teams now, and he has a new building to work with out here in Lakeshore. John Shavitz joins us. Good evening, sir, and thanks for some time here tonight. I would imagine tonight, you buy the Spitfires, you bought the Vipers a few years ago, but to get a new building, you bought this team last year to have a new building. All of that has to rank up. Tonight has to rank up with all of those other things, I would say.
It's huge. You know, when we bought the Vipers a few years ago, we were moving into a new facility there, and it was a top-grade facility, but you come in here and look at this. This is over the top. It's just tremendous.
Yeah, really nice for a Junior C team. I know Essex has got a new building. Hopefully we can get some other teams to follow up. It's tough. I mean, dollars are tough these days, but what does this mean to you and your partners to get something like this accomplished here at this level?
Well, you know, there was a lot of people that were involved in pulling all of this together, the town, and there's a lot of big sponsors out there, but for us, this is for the Canadiens, the fact that we had to change the name and we're moving forward with that, it's the beginning of the new era for the Canadiens, and I think that this is a great stepping stone, a stepping off point to showcase this team.
Now, we were talking before we came out of the commercial break here, John, and I was saying to you, boy, you could be in a rink every night now and supporting one of your hockey teams, whether it's Junior C, Junior B, Junior A. Obviously, there's a passion in the family for hockey and to be a part of the communities.
Yep. That's a big part of it. When we originally got into it 5-6 years ago, it was just for that. It was like, let's bring it and keep it in the community and support it. But we've really grown to love it. My wife, Margaret, she's a better hockey fan than I am and probably understands the game better than I do. But it's grown to be a big passion within our family. Yep.
Now, the toughest part of all of this for your group, again, being part of 3 teams, of course, the Spitfires, such a tremendous organization there. Then you have the Vipers, which have won a Sutherland Cup. Now, this team's always knocking on the door. But from your end of it, what do you want to bring to the table and hope to continue as a tradition here?
Well, what we'd like to see is building in sponsorship and getting the support of the community out here. We throw a lot of resource at it, as we do with the other teams, but particularly the Junior B and Junior C teams. The Canadians get a lot of support from our advertising and marketing department in putting together a bigger show, which not only for the fans, but the kids love that. So that's part of what the legacy we'd like to leave here, is to leave it in a position to be quasi-professional. That's the goal.
Well, you guys presented very professionally, and I think everybody's extremely pleased that your group is involved. Without it, we don't have the quality that you've brought to the table. We're very thankful for that. But I guess an obvious question is there any more coming from this group? You guys going to do anything else? Are there any more teams to be bought?
Never know.
Never know.
What's around the corner? Somebody keeps talking about football, but I don't know anything about football yet, so we'll see.
Well, we can educate you on that, and maybe your wife will pick that sport up as well pretty quick. But really, congratulations on all of this. Thanks for being a big part of our community. You guys do a tremendous job for us. You keep programs alive, and that's so important. Congratulations to you and your partners, and thanks for doing it.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.
John Savage, one of the co-owners of the Lakeshore Canadiens. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, the mayor himself is here. Mayor Tom Bain will join us right here as you're watching Great Lakes Junior C Hockey on we-tv.ca.
Bye.
Great. My car's blocked in.
I got this. I think the parking brake is on. Geez, what's in this thing? Rocks?
Take one empty field, round up a group of players, add 3 bases, plus 1 home plate, throw in a softball, and add an umpire. Play ball! It's not hard to get a game of softball going, and to keep it going from the time you're 4 till you're 84. Softball. Get in the game.
Good evening, sir. Where are you coming from?
I was just at a buddy's watching a game.
Have you consumed any alcohol tonight?
I had a couple beers.
Thanks. Can I ask you to step out of the vehicle, please?
How many drinks does it take to impair your ability to drive safely? Having even just a few casual drinks can impair your driving ability to the point that you could lose your license for at least 3 days or more.
Hi, honey. Can you come pick me up?
Play it safe with alcohol. If you plan on drinking, don't plan on driving.
The first kiss. She's thinking about a million things, like should I lean in or let him? Do I close my eyes or open them? But for him, he's only thinking about one thing. Did she have peanut butter for lunch?
Welcome back to the Rock Centre in Lakeshore, Ontario, the site of Junior C Hockey here on we-tv.ca. Dominic Papa continuing on with our first intermission. The Lakeshore Canadiens leading the Essex 73's 1-0 after 20 minutes of play. As promised at the break, joining us is the Honourable Mayor himself of Lakeshore, Mr. Tom Bain. Good evening, Mayor Bain. And first of all, thanks for doing this with us. I know you're talking to a lot of your people here tonight about your new building. How gratifying for you and the community to see this thing actually get up and off the ground here tonight.
Oh, I'm practically dancing in my shoes. It's tremendous. It's been a long time coming. Council has done an excellent job in working together. One of the main things we did was to be able to secure both federal and provincial grants, and as you can see here, we've got an arena that we're extremely proud of.
Yeah, and rightfully so. It's a beautiful facility. We're just talking about the arena, but there's a lot more to this facility, and maybe you can let our viewers know how they can take advantage of it and you know what it does bring to the table here.
Well, it brings a community center with the entire package. We have the 3 rinks, so that this now covers all of our teams. Unfortunately, last year we had to send our girls' teams off to Essex. We've covered that now, so we've got lots of ice time with a nice facility. We've got a swimming pool that's coming, and of course our seniors given me the line of we should have built the pool first and then the arenas, but we'll have that up and going next year for the whole family. And we've got a library connected to it, meeting rooms, a dance studio, and around the top of the rink here, we've got a huge walking path that already is in operation that people are using. So that, along with also a gymnasium. So we have a package here that goes for everyone from 3 to 103.
Yeah, I've done a few laps already myself. It's beautiful, and I need a few more. So hopefully you'll allow me to continue to come to the building.
That was you I saw.
That was
there.
me. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. How will this facility, or I'm sure you're hoping, but I'm sure you've planned it out well enough. How will this facility bring the community together, and will this be kind of the centerpiece for Lakeshore?
It will be. It'll be a centerpiece in that our development now, this community center is surrounded by both a brand new high school, a brand new elementary school, and the building going on around here, the residential building, is just taken off. It never really slowed down. So people want in here in this area. We've got the facilities in that they've got a school where they can send the kids both levels, and they can come here, and it's kind of a one-stop package for everything. I know a number of the parents said, great, when the kids are in playing hockey, I'm off into the library and doing some reading.
I think what a lot of people want to know, Mayor Bain, is will you put the skates back on and take advantage of some of these rinks?
Well, I will. In fact, they gave me the honor or privilege of being the first one on the ice out here. When they had the ice in, someone had to test it, and I had to go and get the dust off the skates and go a few laps. It was great.
Yeah, and I heard about that actually, so I knew you did get on the ice. A quick shout out, Mayor Bain, though, to a couple of the big supporters. Of course, this is the Rock Center, Rocco Tullio and his family, the Rocco Tullio and the Development Company, and of course Barry Zeckelman, the Atlas Tube Center. Huge contributors, and certainly I know you want to give them a shout out.
Oh, for sure. What a great job. Barry and Stephanie Zeckelman have worked tirelessly to get together a group. They headed up our fundraising group. When I first met with him, we set a goal of $2 million, and he first words was, "It's too low. We can do better than that," and we moved it to $3 million, and we're just about there. Well, I'm sure we'll surpass it shortly. The community has really responded to the Zeckelmans, and as you were mentioning, the rinks here, Rocco Tullio coming forward with his family and picking up the naming rights on the rinks. They're members of the community, and their first thing was, we want to give back to the community. And I think that's one of the reasons why we've got such a great place here in Lakeshore.
Well, they got a great mayor in place as well. That's you, Mayor Bain. Congratulations on this. Job well done. It's going to be a great success here. I think you should be very proud of this, proud of your community, and we'll look forward to seeing this place grow and holding some great events.
Good. Thank you very much, Dom.
All right, that's Mayor Tom Bain opening up his new arena here tonight. It looks outstanding in here, folks. I'll tell you what, it's a beautiful facility. Get out and enjoy some of it. Take in what Mayor Bain was talking about, all of the different elements that are part of this building. And I'm sure you'll come back on numerous occasions. We're going to check the out-of-town scoreboard quickly. You can go ahead, Mayor Bain. I know you got some people to see. We're going to check the out-of-town scoreboard quickly. We're following one other Junior C game tonight. That's Alveston. They're taking on the Dresden Kings in Dresden. That's a 2-1 score there. In Junior B action tonight, the LaSalle Vipers, of course, another team that the Savage family does own. The LaSalle Vipers are on the road taking on the St. Mary's Lincolns. It's a 1-0 score there for the Vipers. And one other Junior B game has the Chatham Maroons taking on the St. Thomas Stars in St. Thomas. That game is deadlocked at 2 goals apiece. Scoring summary from this first period, only 1 goal to report, and that did belong to the hometown club, the Lakeshore Canadiens. It was Sebastian Canali opening the scoring. 38 seconds into the game, he hits the back of the net. Colin Sartor and Logan Percy with the helpers on the lone goal in that first period. Lakeshore 1, the Essex 73's 0. On the power play, the 73's 0 for 1 with the extra man. The Lakeshore Canadiens 0 for 2 with the extra man. Shots on goal in that first period. Lakeshore with 10 shots. The Essex 73's reply with 6 shots. That's the story after 20 minutes of play here at the Rock Center. We're going to take a timeout, and when we come back, it's the call of the second period. Bill Kelso and Greg Primack with all the action. You're watching Great Lakes Junior C Hockey on we-tv.ca.
1 out of 7 children across Canada are at risk of going to school on an empty stomach. That's why Breakfast Club of Canada provides a healthy breakfast to school kids nationwide every day, which can help to build a bright future for Canada's children. But there are still many more children who need our help. So please help us provide breakfast to the children who need it. Donate now on our new giving platform, ICanGoWithout.com, and visit breakfastclubcanada.org for more information.
Rachel, I never realized that your mother suffered from lupus.
Yeah, it is a chronic disease, and I've seen my mom go through long-term remissions, and then I've seen her almost die. So I really hope they can find a cure so other people don't have to go through this.
There are more than 50,000 Canadians living with lupus, and this number increases each year. To learn more about lupus and how you can help, go to lupuscanada.org.
Aboriginal youth have a desire to create, learn, grow.
No computer, no future.
One laptop, one child at a time, one simple gesture.
Give a kid a chance.
Let's help give them the tools to succeed.
Let's buy a child a laptop.
Do yourself a favor. Go online, check it out.
I got a laptop!
Find out how you can help. Visit the website today.
We are back here at the Rock Arena here in Lakeshore. Bill Kelso along with Greg Primack. It's the Lakeshore Canadiens and the Essex 73's doing battle with Lakeshore leading 1-0. A change on the first goal, and the only goal. It was actually not Sartor. He gets an assist on the play, but Canale gets the goal. It was a deflection in front. 38 seconds in, Greg, from Sartor and Logan Percy, who actually was a draft pick of the London Knights back a couple years ago. So, and the Canadiens also outshot. Actually, the Canadiens, outshot the 73's 10-6 in that opening period.
Yep, no, it was a good period, and I think you'll see as both teams get into it, you know, being the first game in this building, it's just going to get a little more physical with both these teams. There's a lot of hate between these two teams, and I was just saying to you earlier, I'm wondering who's going to be the first fight in the new Rock Arena here. So
this will be a fight-free game, Greg.
I don't think so, not with these two teams. Someone's going to want to be the first fight in the new arena.
Two teams are lined up at center ice, and we're underway here to start the second period. Up across the line, back inside the Essex zone. That was Hebert on the far side, and he failed to hook up with Slipchuk. Canadians at center. Logan Percy inside the zone it goes, and here's Manila. Outlet feed dumped across the line there by Slipchuk. Canadians will regroup. McDougall for Percy. Make that Taviolari. And Percy, and the other forward is Canale. Canale, who has the lone goal tonight, comes back to the line, kept in by Sartor, and turning now for Essex, and out they come. Stick handling through center, up across the line for Tyler Scott, gets it back on a nice feed from Slipchuk, but couldn't control it. Canale up against the boards to an open wing, and Taviolari goes after it for Lakeshore. On the right wing, up across the line, stood up by Zelko. Zelko's taken to the boards heavily. Back to the goal, centering pass in front is gobbled up there by Slipchuk, and he'll just dump it inside the zone. Play a little more than a minute here in the second period. 1-0 Lakeshore. Essex 0-0-1 on the season. Lakeshore 1-0 with the win against Amherstburg Emeralds. As Crunwell at center couldn't get anywhere. Played by Long, Michael Long. Now for Carroll, Brad Carroll with McDougall. Carroll with a shot, nice block at the defense there by Guerin at the line, a shot deflected off the stick of Long. Lakeshore with some pressure inside the zone. It deflects up into the crowd off the netting. And we've played a little more than a minute and 40 here in this second period. 1-0 Lakeshore.
Good start to the period. Scott for Essex went in and made a nice little move and got an opportunity. Then Brad Carroll went down, took a shot, but probably could have slid it over to McDougall.
It was Liam McDougall he was with there, Greg, but a good defensive play by,
it was. Very nice.
By Essex. Bell River in the corner. That's Carroll couldn't get anywhere, and out comes Essex. Lead pass through center. Long now to Crunwell. Outlet feed for Liam McDougall with speed across the line. Centering pass! Oh, what a stop there by Hedrick. Off the stick of Brad Carroll, and he looks to the heavens and say, why did I bury that one?
Well, Liam McDougall had a beautiful opportunity there. He's been probably the best player for Bell River on the ice this early in the game. And again, coming up from midget, very skilled and got a lot of speed. So, yeah, you see Liam pass it over to Brad, and then what a shot by Brad, but just even better save. So
great stop.
Hedrick played very well on that one. Stood up,
at
took
the
his
line.
angle.
Here's Kolick with a shot through a screen. Batted it with his glove. Whistle on the play. It's a hand pass. Nick Guerin had taken possession. Faceoff will come outside the zone. We've a little more than 2 minutes gone by here in the second period.
And as we were talking earlier, the logo had to be changed because of the Montreal Canadiens. They found out they were using
copyright infringement.
Copyright infringement. So that's why the new logo this year and the new name.
Okay. Very good. I like it, actually.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Rolling inside the zone, and Hedrick is going to cover up. Face-off in deep with 17:38 to play here in this period. Face-off will be inside the Essex zone. Both teams fairly young clubs, and in fact, Lakeshore doesn't have an overage in this club.
No, they've gone with a lot of young kids as well, but they do have some key veterans back. I mean, Ken Alley being one. I mean, Brad Carroll's played junior B.
Percy's
he can
play
well for him.
Makes a difference, that's for sure. Essex spun around to the far side. Here is Popple. Soft pass ahead to McIntyre. He'll flip it inside the zone. It bounds to Jeffrey. Gave up a huge rebound, but it went to the corner. Outlet pass through center, and a good one. Here is Nick Gorin across the line, catching up as Sartor. Backhander off the side of the post, and going after it is Gorin. Gorin in the slot. Shot to the goal. Ooh, and a nice glove there. Save there off the stick of O'Brien. He did it in rapier-like fashion.
Well,
with
nice
goaltender Hedrick.
Hedrick, again, he's played very well for his, I think this is his first game. I don't
think
he played the first game in Amherst.
Lozon played the other.
Absolutely.
The OT loss.
Yeah. Nice save. No rebound, and got a face-off, which he has to do being a new goalie, a young goalie.
Canelli lost the draw. Essex has it. Here's Rosati. Outlet feed on the wing to Scott. Scott controlling across the line with Slipchuck in the corner. Scott falls on the play. Up against the boards with Logan Percy. Taken by Slipchuck. Far side it goes to Sartor with Hebert. Canadiens couldn't get it out, kept inside the zone by Scott, spun along the board. Sartor will regroup. Logan Percy didn't expect the pass. Now he gets it, bangs it off the boards, kept inside the line, but the Canadiens will clear it. Out they come through center with Kopp. Kopp across the line, shooting! Hedrick gets it up high, and he's been more tested, I think, with some gilt-edged chances there, Greg, here early in the second period.
Well, he's definitely had the tougher shots, and has been true to his game. He's stayed up, no rebounds, and that's what I really like. I think that's been the difference so far. He's handled his rebounds a little better.
Excellent rebound control here in this period.
Very good.
Canadiens again lost the draw. Out come the 73's Guerin to center. It rolls out, and now the icing charge will come here. Early in the season, and the team's getting situated, Greg, and also waiting for cuts from junior B and whatnot. So rosters aren't completely settled yet.
Oh, there'll be a while. Like you said, Leamington's carrying a couple guys. They've got Blake Rutschke, who was traded from Amherstburg to Bell River. He's up there.
So you have a host of players.
Phil Janikowski is who I was trying to think.
One.
He's in Leamington. He's an Essex player. So there are players out there that.
Another good stop off of the face-off and a shot from the line by Hedrick, and he's been pretty good here in this second period, no question. Leaning in is Liam McDougall. He's had a pretty good game here tonight. Off the draw, he fired it wide, creeping down is DeFetti along the boards. Play back to the point to Long. Here's a shot that was blocked off the hand of Cristofero. Bell River controlling, rather Lakeshore controlling. Back to Long. Long along the end boards. McDougall lets it go. Centering pass in front by Grunwell, and out come the 73's to center. Manila lumbers through center, up across the line. Fired a shot wide. I think that's rather apt, would you not say,
I
Greg?
would say that's very appropriate.
And then Manila with a hard hit along the boards. Long went down, and it's now at the line, kept in by Zelko. Shot was blocked, and the 73's come out to center. Carroll. Down the left wing, Brad Carroll. Centering pass in the slot to the goal, and firing it wide was 15. That was Liam McDougall. And those two have had something going here this game here. Over the line, and the 73's couldn't control. They lost possession. Dumped at center and out inside the Lakeshore line. Now across the line for Verreri. He couldn't get anywhere. Lakeshore at center. Now backing it up on the defense, and here is O'Brien. Lead pass at center. To Foliari, couldn't get it. Cross the line, a shot, scores! Off the stick of Jordan Ryan, and the 73's have tied this one up at the 5:12 mark here in the period.
Well, turnover at the blue line. Ryan picked up the puck and went in and went short side. I think Jeffries, as you'll see on the replay, would like to have this one over. Like you say, there was a turnover. He picks the puck up. It's a little screened by the D-man, but
down early
he went down, and I think if he had an opportunity, he'd have that.
So Ryan gets the goal. It's his first point, first goal of the season, and we're not out here at 1. Just past the 5-minute mark in this middle session. O'Brien for Lakeshore. Round the boards to Taffarelli, now to Bedard. Bedard at center, couldn't hook up with Percy, but Kolek will get it. Slammed it inside the zone. Bedard going after it. Gave up the puck, and out come the 73's. 3 away at center. Across the line for 77, that's Vieira shooting! Off the glove of Jeffries wide. And out come the Canadiens, 2-on-2. Percy up across the line for Tavoleri. He couldn't get anywhere. Tavoleri now on the corner. Centering pass off a leg, kept in by Logan Percy. Percy down the boards to the corner. Took a bump, albeit light, from McPherson. Centering pass in front, failed to click. Here's Kolek with a blast. Ouch! It went off the leg of Sean out to center. Tavoleri turns as changes coming for both teams. Through center, and it's dumped inside the zone and off the stick of Vieira. Kolek backs it up to Percy. Up on the wing. That's his Corp now for Goodchild. Goodchild over the line, going wide. Side the goal for Canali. He couldn't get it. It comes back to the point to Sartor with a shot blocked at the defense area by Shaw. Errant pass, failed to hook up with Ryan. Logan Percy will back it up. Percy checked by Ryan. Ryan in the corner. At the point, it comes to Sartor. Make that Rosati, and he fired it wide. Kept inside the zone by Manila. It's in the corner. Canali played it. Backing up is Sartor. 7 minutes gone by in the period as he wheels through center, up across the line on the defense. He tried to skip by Manila. Knocked him off stride. Played to an open wing, and the Canadiens will regroup. Long couldn't get anywhere, and out come the 73's again through center. Cross the line for Slipchuk. Slipchuk on the give and go. He's dumped on the play. There's going to be a penalty, and it's going to go to Sartor for tripping.
Yeah, he took Slipchuk out, trying to cut down the left side. Slipchuk looks like he's a little hurt on the play. Again, if you look at the shots are 5-1 for Lakeshore this period, and yet Essex has the only goal. So one that, as I mentioned, I think Jeffries would love to have back.
Oh, absolutely. No question. His second power play of the night for Essex. Lakeshore has had 2. They're 0 for 2, and Essex 0 for 1.
I think in the last 4 years, Essex has probably led the league in power play every year. They're always well moving the puck on their power play.
Kept in at the line. No, it just squirts out, and that was Bromley who couldn't keep it in. Here's Bromley turning for Essex. Softly at center. Nice move there by Hebert. And it's finally chipped out and down the ice off the stick of Steven Sartor. His brother Colin Sartor is in the penalty box for tripping, called at 7:25. Here come the 73's regrouping. 8 minutes to play in the period. Dumped inside the zone. Icing charge coming here. Man, you can't do that on a power play.
Well, you hate to see that. And the pass was 2 feet in the air. So, I mean, I know it's
got to drive coaches nuts.
Well, especially, I know it's still baseball season, but no gloves allowed. And again, that is very frustrating. There's no reason to make a pass in the air, especially on a power play, like you said.
Face-off will be in deep. Liam McDougall won the draw, but the 73's had it. They lost it. A shot by Carroll. Whistles wide. Far side. That's Manila, grabbed up by Carroll briefly, and the 73's will regroup with 1:10 left in the Lakeshore penalty to Sartor. Out they come to center. Slapped inside the zone by Vieira. Played by Jeffrey, far side. Manila pinching down. 73's make like the Canadiens come out. McDougall. Lone Ranger rush to center, 1-on-2, brings it across the line. He'll take it wide on Rosati. Back of the goal, and he's squeezed out effectively by Vieira. He was a forward. But the 73 steal it. Make that the Canadiens. Brad Carroll gets all tied up with it himself and couldn't get anywhere. And out come the 73's. Across the line. Sartor, a shot to the goal by Rosati, and out come the Canadiens. 1-on-1. Now McDougall. McDougall will drop it back to Kolick. Kolick up across the line with Carroll. Carroll with a wrist shot. Easy stop for Hedrick. 20 seconds left in the penalty to Sartor. And Lakeshore's had the better opportunities.
Again, Carroll had him in a really good opportunity there.
Got to do a speed wobble. Out come the 73's through center. Dumped inside the zone wide of the goal. It's played by Jeffries. Off the boards. Near side, in the corner it goes. 73's will play a swung to the goal. That was off the stick of Stater, but it's stopped by Jeffries. It rolls out and down the ice. Icing charge coming here with the penalty expiring.
Well, I think Bell
to
River
the Canadiens.
they got a little lucky on that power play.
Especially towards the end, more so because the middle part of the penalty, the kill, they're actually doing pretty well.
Yeah, like I say, they got the puck down, did a good aggressive forward check, and now the face-off's back in the Bell Lakeshore end, I should say.
We'll be saying that quite a lot this game, I think. Oh, yes. 21 seconds away from the midway portion of this contest. 1-1's our score. Off the draw, it is deflected wide, and out come the Canadiens. And it skips out the center. Turning is Zelko. Here's Zelko. Now striding to center, flips it inside the zone wide of the goal, played by Jeffries. Jeffries to the corner, played by Ryan. Bank pass to the line. Guerrero with a shot. Jeffries with traffic made the save, and a good one kept inside the zone by Zelko. Up high and out come the Canadiens. Gorn with Bedard across the line, 2-on-1. Gorn passing in front of backhander to the goal. And it's at the defense. Another shot in front. There's going to be a penalty on the play. We get a whistle. What do we got here?
Well, I think Bell River was getting the initial, but then Essex cross-checked them in front, so there should be coincidentals.
You're right, there are two penalties. One is a rough and one is a cross-check, I think.
Yep, that's the call. And
10:20 will be the time in the assessment of the penalties. And let's see who's going to the box. Bedard, I think, is one, and who's the other?
Zach Bedard's the Lakeshore player. Zach had the original penalty, and then it looks like Eric Shaw's going in.
Eric Shaw.
He retaliated and took the cross-check.
So at 10:20 of the second period, but they don't play coincidental minors hockey in Junior C, do they?
No, no.
So it's still 5-on-5.
Exactly. And again, it's a developmental league, so they want bodies on the ice. So.
Canale on with Tavalari, and on the far side is J.J. Percy. Pretty good line for Bell River.
That is a good
Lakeshore.
line. Percy was a real strong player last year for them. Zach Bedard. Zach's the type of player. He's one of those guys that gets under your skin, and he'll spend a good portion of time in the box this year. But he's the player on the team.
Energy guy.
You hate playing against him, but you want him on your team for sure.
He's what we call a shift disturber.
Yes, that's it. Got a little trouble with the clock getting it organized here.
All right. Again, there's 10:20 was the time of the penalty, so there should be 9:40 remaining on the clock for this period.
Well, we went
Here, I'll
through
go down and help them. I
Yeah.
got that settled out there.
We went through that in Amherstburg, being a new team last year.
This is true.
They had trouble getting the clocks sometimes organized.
Franchise had a pretty good year, too, for its first year.
Yeah, they did. And, you know, it took Bell River to 7 games. And the last 2 minutes in the 7th game, they scored the winning goal. But
things happen in Junior C. And,
yeah.
Just the way you've been through the cycle, Greg.
They're going to have a very strong team. They got 18 players back. And,
Big difference.
Makes a difference when you're a veteran team.
Coming up next, we're going to have exclusively here on WeTV. That's Saturday. That's next Saturday, not tomorrow. Next Saturday, AKO football. Kickoff is at 7 o'clock. Pregame show at 6:30. So here on WeTV, AKO football, Saturday, September the 20th, and AKO looking for a good season.
Yeah, they're going to be good with Mike Morency taking over that franchise. They got off to a decent start. They lost their first one, but came back and won the next 2, I believe. So it's going to be exciting.
They're right back in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Lancers got a break on their Queens game.
Yes, I read about that.
On that game, so.
Nice to start the year 2-0 on a gift.
It's a great time of year.
Logan Percy from the line and was blocked. Can't keep it in. He's taken to the boards, and the 73's will regroup. Here's Bromley. Back with McPherson, back to Bromley, returning to McPherson. McPherson outlet feed, failed to hook up with Popple. Scampering after it is Percy for the Lakeshore Canadiens. Played ahead and racing away is Canale. Taviolari couldn't get anywhere. It's across the line. McPherson here on the wing, a shot to the goal blocked by Canale. Sebastian Canale wheels away for Lakeshore. Ahead to Percy with Taviolari. Now Taviolari across the line looking for Canale. And it comes out the center. Backing it up is Sartor. A lead pass for Canale through center. Drop pass. Taviolari with a weak shot. It was blocked. Played by McPherson, and he flip it up near the glass. Manila went barging into his man, and now across the line for the 73's. Going wide is Hebert. In the slot, Manila shoots! Oh, Jeffries the save, and a good one. Gets some shoving, and now Manila wants to play peacemaker.
Well, that's his game. He gets in there. Took a little, he might be getting a penalty for the cross check after the play.
DeFetti, one player involved for Lakeshore, and then you've got Manila. Had a good scoring opportunity, too, on
made
Jeffries.
A nice save. He recovered.
2 of them attended the Spitfire training camp.
Yeah, probably teammates there. But
in fact, they might have been, now that you mention it.
Yeah, Manila got the rough. He's lucky. I mean, he did take a cross check, but I don't think there's any doubt he deserved to be in the box. But a nice play by Jeffries making the save on Manila. 17-9 the shots here in the second period. Definitely Lakeshore having the advantage.
And overall for the period, those are the total shots for
That'd
the game.
7-3.
Yep.
Yeah. You can add too. You're multi-talented.
Oh, yeah. The numbers man. Face off inside the zone on a power play. Third power play of the night for Lakeshore.
Yep, quite a good crowd here tonight for the home opener. They have a track around the top of the facility where people can stand and where we're actually broadcasting from tonight.
I thought there might be a little more, but maybe that's just me. But
well, again, I think it's early in the season.
True.
You know, they draw well here. They always have.
On the boards, kept in by O'Brien. Then it comes out the center, and racing after it is McDougall. Lead pass way offside is Carroll. And Eric pass, and now Lakeshore called for icing.
Thinking about what you say, though, if you took all the people that were standing around the track here and put them in the stands, it'd be full.
Fairly close to being full, now when you think about it.
Quite a few standing up here. And you have to get out to the arena here, folks. It's a beautiful facility, and it's easy to get to. Lots of parking.
Oh, there's ample parking here, that's for sure. .135 left in the power play. McDougall racing through center. He's knocked down on the play, and Essex will get it and launch it out and down the ice, courtesy of Manila. Nick Manila, pretty impressive player. Good-looking 16-year-old, Greg.
Skates very well.
Up pass at center. Across the line for Carroll. Brad Carroll will dish off far side for Sartor. Well, that was Kolek, actually. Kolek at the line, can't keep it in. It will skip by him. Racing after this, 27. That is McIntyre, and he's checked on the play by Kolek. On the wing it goes to Crunwell. Crunwell across the line in the slot, had trouble controlling it, and it's airmailed out and down the ice. Actually, it went into the crowd or the bench.
Again, yeah, I think you're seeing where, they haven't had a lot of time to work on their power play. One player's trying to do it all, carry it in, set it up, and Essex being very aggressive on their checking and aren't giving them that opportunity.
7:20 to play in the period, 53 seconds left on the penalty.
You can see Coach Service is a little angry with his boys, and it's going to take a while. I'd say it's early in the season and lots of hockey ahead.
Canelli off the draw. Here's Tavolieri. Tavolieri back to the line to Sartor with a shot. Easy stop for Hedrick out on the blue ice. He'll make the stop. No traffic in front. 45 seconds left on the power play and Manila's penalty. What do you get that for? Cross-checking, Greg?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, actually, they did give it to him for roughing.
Was it rough? Okay.
It could have been either. I mean, the original,
He'll
he
claim
did cross-check him.
peacemaking.
Absolutely. My money's on him to be in the first fight in this building, too, by the way.
At the line, here's Sartor. Good pass for Percy. Didn't get a lot on it. Good setup by Sartor for Percy. In the corner, at the line, and Percy couldn't keep it in. Logan Percy for Sartor for Canale. Had trouble controlling it. Racing away is Scott. Scott is tripped up on the play by Percy. Penalty coming up on the play. Not happy about the call, but nevertheless, he impeded the movement of Scott.
Little Tyler Scott, I don't know his exact
quick.
height, but he's probably about 5 foot. And,
5?
Yeah, at the most. And again, they took, I question whether it was even a penalty, but he kept his feet moving, and the Bell River player, the Lakeshore player didn't move his feet, and that's going
what
to get
draws
a
the
penalty
penalty.
all the time. If you don't move your feet, you're going to get called every time.
4 on 4 for 21 seconds, and then Essex will go to the power play for the third time tonight. 1-1's our score. If you've just joined us, we have 6:48 to play in the period. It's at the line here on the near side. Here's Zelko. In the corner it goes. That's Pereira being checked on the play by DeFed. Pereira lost it to DeFed. Sartor couldn't get it out, kept in by Pereira. Pereira on the far side in the slot. Hebert couldn't get it, and it's hammered out and down the ice courtesy of Zach Bedard, who just escaped the penalty box. 6:15 to play here in the second period. Tied at 1, and the 73's are currently on a power play. Here's Manila. To center, and he'll dump it inside the zone. Played by Jeffries, gave the puck away. It's in the corner. Coming back to the line, here's Zelko. Zelko walked the line, got it back from Hebert. Screen forming in front, now it goes far side, comes back to Zelko. Zelko deflected wide, Manila was camping out in front. It's like having a tree planted there, Greg. Manila in front. Here's Manila. Manila now coming to the goal, a backhander. Oh, and a good stop there. That was actually Hebert. Up along the boards, they fight for it with 45 seconds left in the penalty. Pereira rather, for Hebert. Hebert being tied up by DeFed at the line. Rosati looking for Zelko. Zelko, a pass in front. Good play there by Steven Sartor, and Sartor racing away at center. Being bothered, and up the ice comes Ryan with good speed, but he's checked on the play there by Long. And it's fired out and down the ice. Some shoving there between Long and Ryan. Good battle. Under 5 minutes to play in the period. Just 5 seconds left in the penalty. To Logan Percy. Errant pass at center will roll inside the zone. Icing is waved off. Kolek on the wing. Too hard for McDougall. Essex at center, getting away though was 22. That is Crunwell, couldn't get anywhere. Barging in was Carroll. Essex up across the line or at the line, and now comes out to center, Grunwell. Grunwell, nice pass to O'Brien. Long lead pass through center, and turning now is Manila. A quick up at the line and wristed inside the zone by Vieira. Played by O'Brien. Essex on a change, kept inside the zone. The big forward is Shaw. Not Shaw, that's actually Hebert. At the line, shot by Rosati through a screen, deflected wide. Kept in by the 73's. Vieira sliding by O'Brien. Grunwell has it for Lakeshore. Under 4 minutes to play in the period, and we're knotted at 1. Lakeshore comes out the center on the wing. This is Cameron McDougall. McDougall across the line, took his man to the boards. That was Manila. Vieira stopped at center by Percy. 3:25 to play in the period. Passing through center, Sartor. In the corner it goes along the end boards, and Sartor took a bump there for Vieira. Out come the 73's, Hunter Cork. Long lead pass, an errant one at center is cut off, and it rolls inside the zone. Hedrick is going to cover up with 3:06 to play here in this middle period. 1-1's our score.
Yeah, long little segment there without any whistles, and good goaltending by both ends. Jeffries has sort of rebounded a little bit after that goal, made a couple big saves when he had to. Essex has a couple guys that can really, McIntyre and Hebert, they're little guys, but they've put a lot of points on the board. So
kept inside the zone. A good shot off the draw.
You got to be aware of those two all the time. And the one that Bromley is another one. I mean, he played forward last year, played some D, but again, they've got him playing D this year. A big, strong kid that a lot of times they'll move him up front and get him in front of the net like they did with Manella on that power play.
Yeah, well, you put the tree in front.
Oh, that's one big tree.
Tough to move.
Yeah.
Here's Bedard leaning in against Popple. Popple is asked to leave the circle, and coming in will be Cristofaro. Bedard wins the draw. Percy couldn't get it, and out come the 73's at center. Up across the line for Vieira. Excuse me, Vieira lost control of it. It's in the slot. Flips to the goal, and Jeffries had to make a stop. That went off the stick of Stadden at the line. Played by Percy up against the boards. Here's Percy. He'll just get rid of it through center. With 2:35 to play here in this middle period, 1-1's our score. Here in Lakeshore. Canadians have the puck. Bedard off a leg, and out come the 73's. Working his way through center, now with speed across the line as Scotty's checked on the play effectively by Percy. Comes back to the line. Here comes a shot through a screen. A good stop there by Jeffrey, got a piece as he went post to post and diving across the crease. At the line, kept in by Guerra, and is blocked by the Canadians, and out they come. A long lead pass at center. Bedard's not going to get it. Icing charge coming here with exactly, or actually was, 2 minutes left on the clock here in this second period.
Oh, the nice little action down there for Essex. Had a good scoring opportunity, but couldn't put the puck in the net. Statter, that's one of his better opportunities so far this game.
1-1's our score. Not a lot of goals in this game here, Greg.
No, not at all. That's got to be the smallest line in the league. Statter, Cristofaro, and Scott. I think.
But they've got some speed.
Oh, they do. They're going to be a pesky little line to play against all year.
If you're small, you better be fast. Kept inside the zone. It's kept in, played along the boards. Here's Manila against Long. I hesitate to say long and short of it, but it's not. Long's a pretty good sized kid. Here's Manila again. Manila up against the wall, now converged on by DeFed and Long. DeFed couldn't get it out, kept inside the zone by the 73's. Hebert along with Scott, but on the puck is Gorin. Gorin goes rink wide to Sartor. Flips inside the zone against Guerin. Racing after it, the two go to the boards. Guerin and Sartor, and Sartor can't get it. Now he puts the hook, albeit briefly, with 1:10 to play here in the period. Canale on the ice for Lakeshore. Here's Scott. Fired from center wide of goalkeeper Jeffries. Going after the loose puck was 17, Hebert. Make that McIntyre. No, it was Hebert. Yeah, now it's played to the line, kept in. Guerin with a shot, stopped by Jeffries at the side of the post. Canale couldn't get it. Long around the boards. It's kept at the line by Zelko with a shot deflected right on, and Jeffries gets it up high, right on the crest, and he's going to hold on. No further play. 41 seconds to play here in this middle session.
It's been a tale of two games this second period. The first half, Lakeshore was all over Essex, and then the second half, Essex has got
come
back
on strong.
into
Yes, they have.
They've really put some pressure on. shots are starting to reflect that a little bit. It's 9-6 now in this period.
Off the draw, it's scrambled, but it gets in front of shot. Ooh, good save there, and a real good one, too, off the stick of Ryan by Jeffries. Jeffries has been solid here in this period. O'Brien up on the wing. Carroll couldn't get anywhere. Played by O'Brien. Bedard there as well, and here's Ryan. Ryan in a crowd. 18 seconds to play in the period. O'Brien got a stick up, and then we've got Kolek in the corner with Ryan. Bedard kicks it out the center. 6 seconds to play in the period. Things winding down. Played off the glass to center. 1 second left. Buzzer goes, and the expiration of the second period is upon us. And our score at the end of the second period, the Lakeshore Canadiens won, the Essex 73's won after 2 periods of play. Greg, your thoughts on that period?
Well, like I said, I think early in the period, Lakeshore was the dominant team. The second half, Essex picked up their game and came back and made the shots a little closer. At least it was 9-6 that period for Lakeshore.
Probably 9-7. They missed the last shot that they didn't put up on the clock. But
I think Jeffries rebounded very strong in that period, or especially after that goal he let in. But
that was yes, exactly. After that goal there, that was the steal inside the zone. So pretty good period, pretty good hockey so far. It's 1-1 after 2 periods of play. And we'll be back right after these words.
Great. My car's blocked in.
I got this. I think the parking brake is on. Geez, what's in this thing? Rocks?
Take 1 empty field, round up a group of players, add 3 bases, plus 1 home plate, throw in a softball, and add an umpire. Play ball! It's not hard to get a game of softball going, and to keep it going from the time you're 4 till you're 84. Softball. Get in the game.
Good evening, sir. Where are you coming from?
I was just at a buddy's watching a game.
Have you consumed any alcohol tonight?
I had a couple beers.
Thanks. Can I ask you to step out of the vehicle, please?
How many drinks does it take to impair your ability to drive safely? Having even just a few casual drinks can impair your driving ability to the point that you could lose your license for at least 3 days or more.
Hi, honey. Can you come pick me up?
Play it safe with alcohol. If you plan on drinking, don't plan on driving.
Welcome back to the Rock Centre in Lakeshore, Ontario, the site of Great Lakes Junior C hockey action here on we-tv.ca. We kick into our second intermission. Dominic Papa, glad to have you along for the ride. I knew I was going to call them Bell River. I knew I was going to do that one of these times. It's the Lakeshore Canadiens, folks, formerly the Bell River Canadiens, doing battle with their big rival, the Essex 73's, 1-1 after 40 minutes of play. Very pleased to be joined on our telecast tonight by a legendary hockey man, had some great years as a Windsor Spitfire. He's been very active in our hockey community ever since his playing days. He leads up the Essex 73's now, Mr. Scott Miller. Thanks for joining us. I call you Scoot. Everybody.
It's a pleasure, Dom. Whatever you want to call me, Scoot's great.
All right, Scoot's how I know you, so that's what I'm going with. And I say that with all the due respect that is there. 1-1 after 20 minutes of play. Again, we'll get into your team in a moment, but just give me your thoughts about the building, about the game here tonight.
It's great for the community of Lakeshore to have a building like this. It's going to help their fan base. There's no question about it. It's great for the league, great for junior C hockey and hockey in general. I mean, it's a great atmosphere here, and there's going to be some great hockey games played for these fans.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Scoot. I think everybody benefits from this. I think the league benefits from this. Your building, your beautiful building in Essex, I love that building, opened I think 5 years ago. What do you remember about that, and what has it meant to the community?
Well, I mean, our old arena was like 50 years old, and I mean, there were some great hockey games and some memories out of the old arena, but we were due for a new one, and when the new one came along, it gave us season tickets we could sell, and more comfortable, a better atmosphere, and just better sight lines, and it helps. It's helped with our fan base for sure.
Yeah, it helps, but it also helps with the recruiting of kids. I mean, let's face it, they want to play in a nice building, and that dressing room that you have in Essex is second to none.
Oh yeah, that's one thing when we were talking about the building, we wanted to have our say in how the dressing room, and the town was great with us, and we put some money into it, and I think when we're recruiting guys, we get them in there and they get a look of it and say, you know, this is kind of neat. I might like to play here. I'm sure if I go back here through this door here, it's similar.
Yeah, we'll be talking to Mark Segan in a minute. But tell me about the team this year, Scoot. I mean, unfortunately, or maybe it's a good thing, I don't know, you could comment. Essex has set the bar so high. The standard of excellence there is I mean, they are the ones that really set the bar here. Teams look to model your organization, but this year is a little bit of a different curve. There's a little bit of a rebuilding mode here.
No question about it. Last couple of years, we've had an older team. It wasn't. The league was tough to win, but we've got I think 12, 13 new young faces in the room, and we've lost a big core of our team. Of course, our MVP Corey Boyo is irreplaceable, and you know. For years, you won't see another player like him, but we've got some hard work, and I think they'll gel, and we'll be a competitive team. It might be a little harder to win the league, but I think we'll be competitive and have a chance.
Well, I think you got a great guy on the bench in Gil Langlois, and that's where it really starts. And fair to say, Scoot, that this will be a wait-and-see type of year and just a work in progress?
No question about it. We've got a lot of projects, a lot of young players that we know right now they're maybe not ready for Junior C, but they're out there, and already I can see improvements tonight's game from the first game, and if we keep doing that, you know, who knows? They may turn into superstars in this league from next year or two.
I was talking to a longtime hockey fan in the area a little while back, and we just got talking about everything. We got talking about Scott Miller, and we got talking about his days with the Spitfires. And the one thing he asked me, and I'm going to ask you this, the helmet that you wore, because everybody just, I don't know, for some reason talks about that helmet. Do you still have it?
No, no, they never gave it to me.
No. Geez. After all you did for them?
No, I never got a helmet. I got a sweater, no helmet.
All right, well, the sweater looks good too. Scoot, always great to see you at the rink. I know you're hobbling a little bit. Get healthy, get well, and good luck with this team this year. I look forward to seeing some great Essex hockey.
Thanks, Dom. You'll see some good hockey from us. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Always a class act and a great organization. Scott Miller and the Essex 73's. Going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we'll continue on with our second intermission. The Director of Hockey Operations for the Lakeshore Canadiens, Mark Segan, will join us. You're watching Junior C Hockey on we-tv.ca.
The first kiss. She's thinking about a million things, like should I lean in or let him? Do I close my eyes or open them? But for him, he's only thinking about one thing. Did she have peanut butter for lunch?
One out of 7 children across Canada are at risk of going to school on an empty stomach. That's why Breakfast Club of Canada provides a healthy breakfast to school kids nationwide every day, which can help to build a bright future for Canada's children. But there are still many more children who need our help. So please help us provide breakfast to the children who need it. Donate now on our new giving platform, ICanGoWithout.com, and visit breakfastclubcanada.org for more information.
Rachel, I never realized that your mother suffered from lupus.
Yeah, it is a chronic disease, and I've seen my mom go through long-term remissions, and then I've seen her almost die. So I really hope they can find a cure so other people don't have to go through this.
There are more than 50,000 Canadians living with lupus, and this number increases each year. To learn more about lupus and how you can help, Go to lupuscanada.org.
We continue on with the Great Lakes Junior C Hockey League here tonight on we-tv.ca. We continue on with our second intermission. As promised at the break, joining us is the Director of Hockey Operations, Mr. Mark Seegans of the... I called you guys Bell River earlier tonight. I apologize, Mark.
Yeah.
It is the Lakeshore Canadiens, and I knew I was going to do that. I've only done it once, so that's not bad for an old guy.
That's not bad. People still have to get used to it, but I think after coming here tonight, it'll start to click in a little bit.
Yeah, I think it will hit home. You're by far the busiest man around this place today. I know you're shaking hands, talking to a lot of people. You're also trying to prepare your hockey team, but how busy has it been, Mark, and how well has it gone for you?
Well, I think overall tonight it's gone very well. You know, it's a new building. There's some kinks to work out, but I'll tell you, the last 2 weeks have probably been the busiest of my life. It's been 2 years coming, and you know, with the winter we had and the deadlines we had to meet, there was a massive push. But kudos to everybody, the town of Lakeshore. You know, everybody helped us out, our hockey club, and our players who just stayed focused and concentrated on hockey. So a little bit still work to do, and after this third period, I'm going to have a little rest, but. You know, it's all for a great cause. It's been great so far.
You get to have a pop too, Mark, okay?
Maybe one.
One, yes. The team, the organization, this building, what's it mean to them?
Well, everybody's awfully excited. I think this is my 12th year, and the excitement's as high as it's ever been since I've been here. So, you know, this building gives us an opportunity to add a practice, make those practices at good times. We have a weight room. So, you know, I think we've had a good organization for a long time, but I think we've upped it another level. And, you know, guys are excited to be here. This new building's fantastic, and hopefully it'll attract some good players who can string some championships together.
Yeah, and we were just talking to Scott Miller, whom you know very well, and I know you have a great relationship with. He was talking about what that building did for them. Do you sense that already with your building, Mark, that players are calling and say, hey, I would like to come and talk to you?
Yeah, slowly but surely. I think it took some time. We were telling the story, and people were sort of listening, but you know, the last couple of weeks when it's open and you can get in here, people, you know, the phone's starting to ring. So we're excited about this year and in the future. I think players are going to start calling for sure.
You had a great career yourself, Mark, as a goaltender. You got to play in some pretty neat buildings. Now you're running a show. You're in charge of a bunch of young men. You have to kind of shape them and tell them about your days and bring it into today. But to get an opportunity, I mean, I'm sure you would have loved to have played in a brand new building like this.
Yeah, that's for sure. You know, I have a soft heart for those old places. They were great. I love the atmosphere, but you know, again, we were moving our stuff, and you know, I looked at the old rink, and I'm going to miss it. But then I came here, and you forget about it awfully quick. It was due, and you know, what a job. I think we got a little bit lucky being the last one in the area. You could learn from the other ones, but you know, it's magnificent. And sure, I wish I was 19 again. I'd love to play in this arena. Absolutely.
Quick shout out to Atlas Tube, Barry Zeckelman. I know the mayor talked about them earlier on. I know you have a relationship with, of course, the Rock people, also Barry Zeckelman and Rocco Tullio. Quick shout out to them.
Yeah, you can't say enough about those guys who donated their time and their money to this. Rocco, you know, sponsoring this arena, and then, you know, Barry and his wife not only giving such a huge sum of money, but they spearheaded the sponsor drive and raised a ton of money for it. So not only did they just give money, they worked very hard for this, and we couldn't do it without them. You know, Rocco's team's going to skate after this, so we're looking forward to that. And we, you know, there's not enough words to thank those people. That's for sure.
A lot of people should be thanking you, Mark. You've done a great job. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. You deserve this. Good luck with the team, and we'll be talking some hockey, I'm sure, down the road.
Appreciate it, and look forward to more games on WeTV. I'm stunned.
Mark Seegan does an outstanding job here for the Lakeshore Canadiens. Quick check of the out-of-town scoreboard before we go back upstairs for the call. The other game in Junior C hockey has Alveston taking on the Dresden Kings. They're 3-2 in the second period. Junior B is the Vipers and St. Mary's Lincolns, 3-0 for the Vipers. And Chatham and St. Thomas are deadlocked at 3 goals apiece. We're set for third period action. That's time to send it upstairs to our play-by-play team. Mr. Bill Kelso and Greg Primack with the call of the third period.
Thank you, Dominic Papa. Hi again, everybody. Bill Kelso along here with Greg Primack. We're tied at 1 to start the third period. Goals by Essex, got the goal by Ryan in the second period. That was a lone goal in the second period to tie this game at 5-12 from McPherson and Slipchuk. And it was Canali who got the goal for Lakeshore, and we're underway to start here this third period. At center, J.J. Percy turning his Manila. And he'll play it inside the Canadian zone. On the boards, As Tavalari kept inside the line, wristed to the goal. A good stop. That was deflected off the stick as Manila shot it from the line. Deflecting it in front was Jordan Ryan, who has the Essex goal. And out come the Canadiens, 3-on-2 through center. Canale offside is Logan Percy, and regrouping is Canale. Up pass to Percy. He'll steered inside the zone. Changes coming for both teams. Manila taken to the boards by Tavalari. 73's racing out at center across the line. Here is Hebert. Hebert wide on Defed rather. Canadiens will get it back, and on the puck is 15 McDougall. Played out to center. Backing it up, Guerin for Zelko. Zelko on the fresh ice having trouble controlling it and being bothered by Grunwell, and Grunwell takes him to the boards heavily. Centering pass in the slot, it comes out and down the ice, and scampering after it is Long with Pereira on the chase. In the slot for Pereira, broken stick, another goal. Great stop by Jeffries off the stick of 17. That was Hebert. Good stop there by Jeffries.
Great save by Jeffries, and Hebert was set up in the high slot. I think if he could do it again, he'd get his body in a better position. He took too much time teeing it up, but like you say, Jeffries just got down low, took the initial shot, and there was no rebound.
And so far, Essex has had the 3 shots in this period.
Yeah, they came out, and again, they've been around the block a few times, that team, and they know what it takes, and Gill doesn't settle for anything but 100% effort, so you're going to see a strong period by Essex this period.
Grunwell, they won the draw. 73 keep it inside the zone, and turning is Popple. Popple's side of the goal, blocked by Jeffries. They bang away at it. It goes to the goal. Jeffries covers up and smothers it. Good job by Jeffries as Stadden and company were pounding away at it inside the goal area.
Well, I talked to General Manager Mark Segan after their first game when they beat Amherstburg, and he said Jeffries played well that game, and he expects him to carry the load. So he's showing that he's very capable.
Good-looking young goaltender, that's for sure. Big body, 6'2", 190. O'Brien, a pass failed to hook up with McDougall, and going back after it is 18. That's Kolek. Back to O'Brien. Here's O'Brien slowly on the forecheck. Stadden for Essex. Goodchild for Kolek. Back to Goodchild. Goodchild brings it across the line with Bedard. Goodchild now in back of the goal to the far side. Up along the wall. Got it in the corner. Shot towards the goal, and that was off the stick of 13 Corp, but a good block there by Hedrick. Kept in by Corp. Corp on the boards, checked on the plane, and rolls out through center, and turning is O'Brien. Rink wide feed to Kolek. Kept inside the zone by Essex, and turning is O'Brien. Slapped inside the zone on a delay as the 73's undergo a change. We've played or near the 3-minute mark in this third period. Out come the Canadiens on the far side. Bedard couldn't get it. Turning are the 73's racing across the line. A Shaw with a wrist shot and snaring it rather easily is Jeffries. No further play.
Well, he looks like he's really got his confidence now. He handled that very well. Like you said, it was a high shot on the glove side, but he just made it look like he was picking cherries.
Oh, yeah, he was very cool and calm and relaxed.
Yeah. That line that just went off for Lakeshore, Corp, Bedard, and Goodchild, they played together last year, and 2 big wingers with a gritty center. They're going to be a good line this year.
There'll be a handful across the line. It goes, and back after it is Manila. Bumped to the boards and knocked down heavily. Good check administered by Nick Gorin. Kept inside the line by Canale. Played by Rosati. Bank pass at the line. Sartor deflected right on. Hedrick to save. Manila wheels away for Essex. Away from Canale, up across the line is Manila on the far side, shooting, and he wristed it high and wide. Kept it at the line by Rosati for Manila, and now backing up at center is 15 Eric Shaw. Logan Percy up across the line, he's onside, shoots to the goal. Kedrick on the blue ice, coming out will make the stop. No further play, and we've near the 4-minute mark here in this third period.
two big goalies making themselves square to the puck and not giving rebounds, and they both almost look identical in style, size.
It's been a goaltender's duel here
It
so
has,
far.
and we may have a shootout in our first Junior C hockey game.
Don't go there, please.
Places to be, do you?
Yes. Up along the boards, Guerin on the far side for Essex is Ryan. Lead pass for Manila. Manila will try and track it down, and he just glides to the goal with Michael Long.
You'll find that Manila gets a lot of room just because of his reputation. He's known to be quite a fighter.
He can handle himself. He had a couple scraps in the Spitfire camp, and he also fought a player in Plymouth.
Yeah, well, I remember last year in our first game,
doesn't lose.
Him and Steven Spada, who's probably the toughest kid in the league, went at it, and it was a YouTube collector's item.
A titanic battle.
Yeah.
In the corner is Carroll. And Brad Carroll lofting it through center, looking for Crunwell. Crunwell across the line. McDougall going to the goal. Down the boards comes Carroll. Hit hard by Manila. Manila can't handle the puck, however. It flips to the line, but kept in by Long. Long plays along the boards. Back of the goal for Grunwell. McDougall sifting in front, the late man. Now at the line, kept in by DeFed. On the boards, Crunwell for McDougall. Spun around, and it's fired out and down the ice by the 73's. Icing charge coming here with 15:23 remaining to play here in this third period. We're knotted at 1.
I think you're seeing an early season situation where both teams are tired already, and the pace is slowed, and right there, you know, the defenseman, instead of taking his time, he just turned and fired the puck. It's just early season conditioning, I think, more than anything.
Things will certainly change going forward. Out come the 73's, racing away is Pereira. Pereira across the line. Kolick goes after it. Taken to the boards by Ryan. Ryan centering, pass in front, failed to click, and Bedard has it for the Canadiens. Almost gave it away in the slot, but backing it up is 20. That's McPherson. McPherson gets it back from Bromley. Now across the line for Kolick, bowled over on the play, but inside the zone, a backhander will flutter to the goal. Easy stop for Hedrick. He's going to hold on with 14:50 remaining here in this third period.
Well, I think you can see even the linesmen are a little out of condition. That was offside by about 3 feet.
Looked a bit, I thought I was going to say something up here. Let it go.
Now Percy,
and they let it go too.
Percy, yeah, he did let it go, that's for sure. But like I say, I mean, these linesmen, they haven't skated a lot of them all summer other than a few exhibition games, so they got to get their win.
Back after this, Kolick. He's on with O'Brien on the defense pairing. Corp couldn't get anywhere. They fight for it along the boards. Turning is Essex, and with some speed, wheeling is Stadden. William Stadden across the line, tied up briefly there by O'Brien. Here on the near side is Cameron McDougall. Long lead pass cut off by Rosati, but the Canadiens now have it. Corp for McDougall. McDougall softly across the line. Kennelly will race after it. At the line, kept in. Percy with a shot, it was blocked. Turning is Corp. Corp shoved off the puck by Manila. Rosati, outlet feed on the wing, and away is Christopher. Christopher is checked on the play by Percy. Logan Percy. Big defenseman. Outlet feed for Corp. Long lead pass too hard for McDougall. Icing charge coming here with 13:42 remaining to play here in the period.
Definitely a little slowdown in the pace after watching these. You'll see a lot more icings, passes being missed just from, you know, your body not used to doing that on a regular basis.
Face off inside the zone. Canadiens have it. Note with the puck is Percy. Long lead pass off of Sartor, looking for 17, Guerin. Banked off the boards, kept inside the zone by McDougall, comes outside the line to Percy. And Zelko will back it up for Essex. Swings it over to Guerin. Checked on the play, and turning at center is Nick Gorin. For Sartor, had trouble controlling it under pressure from Pereira. Canadiens on the far side, can't find it. Now it comes through center. bowled over there, and the 73's are checked down the play. It's fired wide off the stick of Sartor, and covering up is Hedrick. As they 73's were in a bit of a hornet's nest, but got out of it.
Yeah. I don't know if you had an opportunity to see the opening ceremonies, but they had Kevin Hamlin, who won 2 All-Ontario championships. So he was fortunate enough to win one here. And the other coach who wasn't here is Marcel Pronovo, who coached the team, and I guess he's not doing well health-wise, and then just send our best wishes out there for Marcel.
Certainly, yes. Marcel's 84 years old. Kept off the boards to the line and out. Crunwell couldn't keep it in. Now racing away, 27 is McIntyre with speed over the line, going wide. Checked on the play, nicely there by Crunwell. Canadians come out, Bedard. Racing through center across the line, waiting for help from Carroll. Bedard shoots. Good block off the leg of number 20. That was McPherson. Lofted through center, and DeFetti will take over. Now to Long. Michael Long. Bank pass ahead to Crunwell. He'll slap it inside the zone. Approaching the 8-minute mark in this third period. Brad Carroll couldn't get it. Bedard looking for Carroll. Carroll along the boards. Now they fight for it. Carroll checked on the play. It comes back to the point to O'Brien. O'Brien's shot was blocked, and it spun out at center and down the ice. Icing is waved off. Hebert on the forecheck. Jeffries will play it to O'Brien. O'Brien, the big-bodied defenseman, gets it up the wing to 11 Percy. Across the line inside the zone for Canale, and looking after it, it's going to go up into the netting. With 11:36 to play here in this third period, still 1-1.
You can see Sebastian Canale gets a scoring chance. He draws a lot of attention out there because people know who he is, and got a nice opportunity there. But both goaltenders playing really strong.
Face-off will be to the right.
I don't think you'd ever see Canale wearing a New York Yankees uniform with his hairdo.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're right.
Surprised that's the first time we've had a little problem with the ice over there. Being a new building, usually you have a lot of stoppages of play.
And we're late in the game here, so
yeah, it's been very, very good. I'm in the construction supply business, and we were in here, and I mean, it's amazing to see from the start to the finish. I was in here probably once a week.
It's almost like a timeline thing.
If you could take pictures and see it, it was unbelievable being in here when there was sand on the ice surface where the ice surface is now, and no seats in here. It was just an amazing thing to see, but to see the finished product, you can't say enough about the job they did here.
A bang-up job, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Canale lost the draw, and here's Manila. And out come the 73's, Eric Shaw. Checked on the play. Tommy Larry checked again by Shaw, and out they come. Through center, the 73's across the line, rolled inside the zone, played by Jeffries. Far boards, and out come the Canadians to center. Tavileri across the line with Canale, that failed to click. And the 73's come back 3-on-2, over across the line for Shaw. Shaw going wide, checked on the play, and it's gobbled up there by the Canadians. Canale, outlet feed for Percy. By himself, changes coming for both teams. Percy, great hip check administered there by Rosati on Percy. Racing across the line is Manila with speed. Manila shooting, easy stop for Jeffries. Approaching the 10-minute mark in this third period. At the line, no, and it's going through center, and getting there first is Guyerin. Now for Hebert. Hebert across the line to Vieira. Tried to drop it back. Nice checking play there made by Liam McDougall. Flipped through center. It's near the Essex bench. It's inside the zone off of McDougall. 25 is Goodchild. 73's to the line and out. And turning for Lakeshore was number 13, Hunter Corp. Dumped inside the zone as Corp has words with Zelko. Kept inside the line for Corp. He couldn't get it. And out come the 73's, 3 away. Far side for Vieira, and he'll dump it inside the zone. On the open wing, Goodchild will play it. Now for Long. Long, Manila couldn't get it. Played ahead to center off of Goodchild. Guerin now to Manila, and he'll play it inside the zone. Far side, chopped to the line and out, courtesy Nick Gorin. 9:25 to play in this third period, still 1-1. Whistle on the play, then Goodchild knocked Manila down on the whistle.
And Mr. Manella would like to have words with him after that.
Oh, yes.
So.
Here's a great defensive play, Greg.
Yeah, we're going to take a look at that hip check. A good old-time hockey. Got J.J. Percy coming down on him. He tried to get him with the stick, but kept his eyes square on the body. Got low, and they both went down, but
textbook
Essex ended
hip
up.
check.
Beautiful play. Nice hip check. You don't see that often anymore.
No, you don't. Not often enough, Greg.
No.
It's a lost art. Kolek in the corner, bowled over. Going after it is McIntyre, centering pass in the slot, just failed to click, and out come the Canadiens. 4 away at center. Across the line, a long shot sails wide off the stick of Gorin. Down the boards comes Bedard, but it skips out the center, and turning is O'Brien. Rink-wide feed to Kolek. 8:56 to play in the period. Bedard racing after it in the corner for Lakeshore. Backhand to the goal, and Hedrick to save. I don't know if that hit the post or not, but I think Hedrick might have got a piece.
I think it hit his pad, actually.
Certainly close. Nick Gorin will turn. Racing through center, up over the line. Gorin to Kennels, across the line to the defense against Bromley. Played to Bedard here in the near corner. Now to Gorin. Gorin has shown some good zip here in this game.
Nice skater. Skates very well.
Now across the line. Moving there is 16. That's Scott. Scott off a leg. Went to the goal, and out come the Canadiens. By himself is Sartor. Sartor with a long shot. Easy stop for Hedrick, and turning is Scott. Dropped it back for Stader. There's a shot to the goal. Scores! The Canadiens get the goal. J.J. Percy on a broken play, and it's 2-1 Lakeshore.
Well, there was a turnover. We'll see it on the replay where the defenseman turned the puck over, and I'm sure Noah Hendrick would like to have that one back as well.
It slipped through.
It did. It barely had enough oomph on it to get over the goal line. Take a look at that right here. As you said, the Essex had possession of the puck. They turned it over. Right here, he takes the shot, and it goes through the 5-hole and barely made it over the line.
So a late goal here in the period, and the Canadiens get the lead back. It's their second lead of the night. It's 2-1 at the line. Here's Zelko with a shot deflecting way up into the netting. With 7:46 to play here in this third period. 2-1's our score for Lakeshore.
Well, like I said earlier, you can't blame the goaltending, but they've each had one now that they would like to have back. But you're expecting the puck to be out of the zone when your defenseman has the puck and he turns it over, and all of a sudden before you know it, they're coming back in. You don't have time to get set.
Zelko at the line, now along the boards for Vieira. Vieira out of the corner. Checked on the play and kicked by Zelko, and the Canadiens can't get it out. Zelko inside the zone. Side of the goal now in back of the goal. That's 14, that's Cristofaro, and he's checked on the play effectively. Now come the Canadiens to center. 22 was Grunwell. Grunwell, it's in the slot and finally cleared out through center, out and down the ice. Icing is waved off, is played by Jeffries with a quick up for McDougall. Checked on the play by Hebert. Michael Long, who's had a pretty good game here tonight, gloved it, but kept inside the zone by 9. That's Stader. And it's cleared out to center. 20 is McPherson to Bromley, and he'll dump it inside the zone. 6:46 to play here in this third period. Out with the puck, Stader, centering pass in front. Oh, what a stop there by Jeffries. John Jeffries with the big save of the night. Essex almost scored. Stader with a great play. Made the setup in front of Vieira. Now there's a steal, and Stader couldn't get the stick on it. Canadiens get it to the line, and it's poked out to center. Flipped inside the zone with 6:20 to play in the third period. Jeffries, bank pass. Out come the Canadiens to center. 10 is Sartor. Sartor across the line, wide on McPherson. Back to the line, it comes to Kolek. Coley with a long shot. Oh, and it was deflected just wide. Pinching down is O'Brien. Just kept it inside the zone. It's played by the 73's, and here they come. Dumped in by McPherson, lofted wide of the goal, and Kolick lost control of it. And the Canadians get it back. That's 28, O'Brien. He collided with his numerical counterpart, Manila. Out come the Canadians. Sartor up across the line. Whistle on the play. Offside is Kolick with 5:33 remaining to play here in this third period. Replay, look at the little stop here by Jeffries. Greg just talking about the save there by Jeffries off 77 Vieira.
Well, Vieira walked in, and I don't know how he got that open, but Jeffries went down, did stack the pads, and what a beautiful save. Big save in a 2-1 game, that's for sure.
5.5 to go. 15 is Shaw. Stopped at the line. Percy played it away from Scott, but Scott goes after it. At the side of the goal, it's tied up by Jeffries. He's going to hold on. We get a whistle on the play. 5:19 to play here in this third period.
I know there's still lots of time left, but I think you'd have to look back quite a ways when Essex ever lost their first 2 games of the season. So they lost their first game in a shootout to Amherstburg, and this is only their second game. So there's been seasons where I don't think they lost 2 games. So.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, the natures of junior hockey, that's for sure, as it goes back to the line. Rosati with a shot through a screen. Good save. The rebounds in the slot. Backhand. Oh, Jeffries with another great save on the pad. And it's cleared out and down the ice as he robs number 16, Tyler Scott.
Well, Colin Sartor made that save. That got by him, and the defenseman stopped it.
I think Jeffries got the pad on it, at least from this vantage point. Across the line. There's a shot, and it's fired wide. Played by Percy. Kept inside the zone by the 73's and knocked out by the Canadians. That's Canale. Percy at center. Logan Percy now will back it up to the defense to Sartor with 4:35 to play in the period as he wheels through center. Up across the line, going wide. Checked on the play by Manila. Still controls it from the side of the goal, and at an oblique angle, but a nice stop there by Hedrick.
Never a nice sight when you see your goalie looking behind him to see if he has it or not, but
look at this save here.
We're going to look at that one. The puck gets out high slot. Again, Essex player gets wide open, makes the shot.
Look at that.
It hit his pads.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And then the defenseman cleared it once he made that big kick save with his left pad. Great save by Jeffries.
4:25 to play in the third period. And Bell River clinging to a 1-goal lead, but they have the puck in the corner. Along the boards, kept in by Crunwell. Essex fights for it, and they get possession. Out they come. Outlet feed for number 9. That's Statter. Couldn't get anywhere. Now it's played inside the zone. Long on the wing off of Crunwell. A giveaway to Statter in front. He couldn't control it. Brad Carroll gets rid of it to center. Scampering after to Zelko. Bell River will clear the zone. 3:45 to play in the period. Time becoming a factor here in this one. Passing now up through the center ice area. Ooh, a hard hit by Carroll as he knocked his man flying. That was Cristofaro, and they are embroiled a bit at the line and trying to escape the grasp of each other. Carroll, soft pass and a good one for McDougall. Shifty move by McDougall. Side of the goal blocked in front. They crash the goal. Score! 17 crashed in the goal as Nick Gorin, who has been a buzzsaw all night long, and the Canadians now have a 2-goal lead.
Well, it was a nice play where Gorin got the rebound, but Liam McDougall, I think, was the one who took the puck all the way in, had people draped all over him.
Shifty move. Watch the play.
Look at that right here and see. But yeah, it's Liam McDougall. He protects the puck with his left leg, gets it out. Hedrick gets his stick on it, but Gorin drives the net. He didn't get tied up. Matthew Hebert let him walk in, and again, as a goaltender, you just hope your players will tie the people up, and in that case he didn't, and the rebound was there for him. Big goal to go up 3-1.
That goal was huge, or is huge, with 3:15 to play here in the third period. From center, Manila, that hits the defense. That was O'Brien. He's been pretty steady tonight too, as O'Brien.
He has played very well for them.
Has good size. Canadians in the 73's at center. O'Brien Played it outside to center. Here's Bromley across the line. It's offside with 2:54 remain to play here in this third period.
Well, I know Mark's been, I think he said earlier, it's his 12th game or 12th year in this league, and to be successful in a long playoff run in this league, you have to have big bodies, veteran players, and I know when Mark picks his team, he relies heavily on the size, especially back on the blue line. You got to have that body.
And certainly guys like Long, Percy, O'Brien have that requisite size.
Absolutely.
As the 73's coming across the line at center. That was Pereira, but checked on the play, and Essex has it at center. Across the line for 15, Shaw. Shaw checked on the play by Sartor, but he gave the puck away to Pereira. Pereira was checked nicely on the play, though, by Canale, and it's out to center with 2:25 to play here in the period. And keep your eye on the goalkeeper. Here's a giveaway. Great play to the goal. Hit the post. Cavalieri hit the goal post on a great giveaway, takeaway, and then he hit the post. Great move. Centering pass in front and played by Bromley. At the line for Percy. Crowd forming, and it's finally sent inside the zone with 2:05 to play here in the third period. Sartor couldn't keep it in, but he just gets rid of it. As Essex comes to center. Slapped inside the zone by Tyler Scott. Changes coming for both teams. Things winding down here in Lakeshore at the Rock Arena. Now across the line for Sartor, squeezed out by Manila. Here's Sartor again, checked by Manila. Off the boards, kept in by Canale. Took a bump and was knocked off stride by Hebert. Minute and a half to play in this one as Brad Carroll went barging in on Rosati. Now across the line for Statter. William Statter going wide. Rubbed out along the boards by DeFetti. And on the loose puck is Carroll. Brad Carroll with 1:15 to play. Slowly the center hole laid inside the zone. A good veteran move by Carroll. Canadians applying the forecheck. Out through center. Nice check at the line there by Long. And with the puck is McDougall. And he'll loft it out through center ice. Final minute of play in this one. Canadians with a 2-goal lead. That's center ice, McDougall. Couldn't get it away from Manila as he speeds away across the line. Going wide on Percy. Backhanded towards the goal, and it was played away there by the Canadians. 40 seconds to play in the third period. Played out in the neutral ice, and turning is Manila. Manila checked on the play nicely there by the Canadians. Number 7, that was Brad Carroll. Essex with Ryan as the goal is empty. It's played off the boards but kept inside the zone by Essex. 20 seconds to play, a shot out off the leg of McDougall. 27, that was McIntyre, and it goes to the goal, and Jeffries is going to hold on with no further play.
I know they had a 2-goal lead there, but Brad got that puck and just turned and fired. He had time. A veteran player like that, you don't want to give the puck away in your zone. He could have took a couple strides and looked for a better opportunity to clear the zone. But Brad's played a really good game for them. He's going to bring them a lot of leadership, physicality,
absolutely.
And he wears his heart on his sleeve. He's going to be a great hockey player on that team this year.
Off the draw, it goes to Percy. We have 10 seconds to play in this one, and Bell River is going to win, or I should say Lakeshore is going to win their first game in their building, their new anointed building with 2 seconds left. They count it down. Now we get some roughing in the corner. Buzzer goes. This one is over. And the Bell River Canadiens are victorious, or I should say the Lakeshore Canadiens.
The first victory of Lakeshore Canadiens history.
3-1 here tonight.
A very good, entertaining game for the fans. And
had a great third period, especially the last 10 minutes, Greg.
They definitely took over the game in the last 10 minutes. They ended up with 25 shots, so that's 6 for them that period. Essex had 21, so they had 9 shots that period. But I think you have to give the Jeffries the tilt on that.
The youngster played very well in goal again, just allowed the 1 goal. Now he's a goals against average of 2 in his first 2 games as a Lakeshore Canadian. But a great victory here tonight in Lakeshore as the Canadians win this one 3-1. And Greg, who would be your player of the game?
Well, you know, I'm sort of
There's
torn
3 or
between
4 guys you can pick.
Well, I think Brad Carroll was very good. I think Liam McDougall was very good. I think on defense, You know, I thought Long played well, so
O'Brien played well. I would probably give it to Jeffries.
Yeah. You know, for a 3-1 game, and they're building a home opener. You're the veteran here, so we'll go with your
John
pick.
Jeffries
John
gets
Jeffries.
our player of the game here tonight as the 73's fall 3-1 to the Lakeshore Canadiens. A successful home debut of a new arena. Great working with you. It was a fantastic game, and we haven't worked it together in a while, but it was really a lot of fun. Thanks for doing this with us.
Thank you for having me.
And
it's
you know, the
great to be
Canadiens
back
win this
in
one 3-1.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you and I will do something again somewhere down the road. But let's pause for a break. Dom will come back to wrap it up for us. But Bill Kelso and Greg Primack will bid you good night. But we're going to pause for a break, and Dom will finish up for us. Good night, folks.
Aboriginal youth have a desire to create, learn, grow.
No computer, no future.
One laptop, one child at a time, one simple gesture.
Give a kid a chance.
Let's help give them the tools to succeed.
Let's buy a child a laptop.
Do yourself a favor. Go online, check it out.
I got a laptop!
Find out how you can help. Visit the website today.
Adding new products or services to your brochure? Updating those drab business cards? Or looking to create a striking window display? In need of some screen-printed signs for that construction site or promotional campaign? Posters, vehicle wraps, and a whole lot more. At Angel Star Digital, our expert design and production team are ready to meet all your promotional needs. For samples of our work, check out our website at www.angelstardigital.com. Or you can call us at 519-969-0712. That's 519-969-0712.
Welcome back to the Lakeshore Arena, the Rock Center. Of course, that's the new home of the Lakeshore Canadiens. They're victorious tonight over the Essex 73's. Their home debut in their new building. And certainly we're glad to bring you all the action live here on we-tv.ca. Dominic Papa continuing on with our post-game report. The Canadiens win it 3-1 over the Essex 73's. The Canadiens improve to 2-0 in the season. Essex now falls to 0-2. Of course, their one loss was in an overtime loss to Amherstburg, so they do have a point on the season. Here's how the scoring went in the game. It was 1-0 after the first period. Lakeshore, the only goal, Sebastian Canali scores from Colin Sartor and Logan Percy. That was 38 seconds into the contest. That was the story after the first period of play, 1-0 for the Canadiens. One goal in the second period. It was the 73's tying up the game. Jordan Ryan from Daniel Slipchuk and Mark McMahon at 14:48. That tied the game at 1 apiece. And then in the third period, Lakeshore took care of business. 2 goals to put the game away. J.J. Percy assisted by Sebastian Canali at 11:59. And also it was Liam McDougall added a goal from Nick Gorin at 16:37. 3-1, Lakeshore wins it. Shots on goal in the third period. Lakeshore with 6, a game total of 25. Essex with 8, and a 3-period total of 21. On the power play, Lakeshore 0 for 2 with the extra man. Essex 0 for 3 on the power play. 1,067, the paid attendance here tonight at the new Rock Center. Joining me on the broadcast, the head coach of the Lakeshore Canadiens, the victorious coach Rob Service joins us. Thanks for doing this with us, Coach Service. And were there some bugs tonight, jitters with this new building and everything?
Oh, I think, yeah, we had a young team, and we came out real strong. We scored in the first minute of the game. I thought, hey, that would get us going. But, yeah, it was here and there struggles, but at the end we seemed to pull it out. And last 10 minutes, I thought we kind of found our game again.
Your impressions of the arena. I mean, this is a beautiful building. It's the new home for your team, Rob, and your thoughts about getting this game under your belt and winning.
Oh, I think it's a beautiful rink. I think there's a few things they need to fix up in that, but hey, it's an awesome rink. I think when you look seating on both sides and the ring up top, that there's not a bad seat in the house here.
Yeah, no question about that. And yeah, there's always a few bugs here and there opening night. That's expected. This place is going to be just fine. Now you look at your team, you look at your building. What kind of team do you need to be playing in here? I mean, I know this is a big surface just like they had in the old building, which you're familiar with, but does it change at all?
No, not really. I think what we tried to do is again, recruit kids. We were looking for speed and some smart hockey players, and I think we're not going to be a big physical team, but we're going to try and take teams on the outside and use that speed. And I think you saw flashes of it out there tonight, and you know, we just got to keep working hard, and we're 2-0 and going to Blenheim on Sunday and try and make it 3.
Yeah, 2-0, nice start. You win 1 on the road, 1 at home. Blenheim, you mentioned up next. That leads me into my next question. Game by the time, I'm sure, and it's still a feeling out process. And I would imagine you and Mark talk about the lineup. Nothing etched in stone yet?
No, nothing etched in stone. We still have a card open, so we can still see maybe if something trickles down from Junior B or from out of town or who knows what. But, I mean, right now we like what we have. We're just going to keep working and practicing hard and, you know, keep rolling.
And enjoy this new building, right? Yep. They got a nice coach's office for you?
We got a nice coach's office, and we're getting the weight room going next week. So, I mean, lots of work here, but we're real happy with where we're at here in Lakeshore.
Well, they got the right man calling the shots. Good luck, Rob. Thanks for doing this with us. Congrats on the win tonight.
Okay. Hey, thank you.
All right, Rob Service, the victorious head coach of the Lakeshore Canadiens here tonight. The other thing we want to do to wrap up our broadcast tonight, of course, we were following some other games at different levels tonight, so we want to check our out-of-town scoreboard. One other Junior C game that's going on tonight. It's late in the third period in Dresden. The Kings have grabbed a 1-goal lead over the Alveston Flyers. They're winning 3-2 there. In Junior B hockey, a team we follow regularly, the LaSalle Vipers. They're on the road taking on the St. Mary's Lincolns. Bill Bowler and the gang having a good night so far. They're up 4-1. That game also late in the third period. And in St. Thomas, the Stars hosting the Chatham Maroons. That one is late in the third, and they're deadlocked at 4 goals apiece. So that's the story around different games in various parts of our province here in southwestern Ontario. A reminder, that's what's coming up here on We-TV, of course. A week from tomorrow night, the AKO Fratmen return back on we-tv.ca. We will have a live feed for you, I promise you. We will have a live feed for you as the AKO Fratmen will take on one of their biggest rivals in the OFC right now, the Hamilton Hurricanes. Of course, the Hurricanes put a little bit of a beating on the Fratmen in week 1 of the OFC schedule, winning that game 22-6. So no doubt Mike Lachance and the Frat will be looking for a little revenge. The Fratmen playing this weekend in Toronto against the GTA Grizzlies. Hopefully they could pull off a win there, come back 3-1. Hamilton also battling for first place. So that could be a first place showdown next Saturday at Windsor Stadium. We'll have the kickoff pregame show. Yours truly, along with Joel Manerick and Adam Morrison, will tell you and set you up for the game and the call of the game coming up at 7 o'clock live from the Windsor Stadium. Hope you can join us for that. Make a note of tuning at we-tv.ca. So that's it. That's the story here tonight. A successful night for the Lakeshore Canadiens in their new building. A very nice night put together by the staff here. Congratulations to them. And certainly we do thank them for allowing us to be part of it. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast at home. And again, check back to we-tv.ca periodically. Got a lot of good things going on there, and we're looking to make big strides in our community throughout Windsor and Essex County. So on behalf of Bill Kelso, Greg Primack, Steve Bell, Roger Fulber, the entire hardworking crew here at we-tv.ca, this is Dominic Papa wishing you a great night. Thanks for tuning again. Once again, our final score, the Lakeshore Canadiens 3, the Essex 73's 1. We'll see you all again very soon. Take care, everybody.